Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Cody with Blood Money MMA Bets, back with my boy JohnnyKpicks.
What's up?
What's up? Back to talk about this good card for UFC London. Man, I can't wait for this card, dude. There's so many good fights, and it's just can't wait to see Tom Aspinall, Blaydes. A ton of good fights. We'll go over do a little kind of recap of last week, which was terrible. Anything you liked on that card or didn't like?
I didn't like a lot. I'll tell you that bet wise.
I'm with you, bro.
Once that Jung got knocked out, and then they stopped the fight completely, real quick. I was like, this is gonna be the night where I'm not gonna win anything, and I didn't win anything. And then I bet Yair, and then that happened with the fluke injury. I'm like, that's just the perfect night. How everything happens. Like I shouldn't even have won that probably, but it was a fluke injury and I won, so I'm like, whatever. But
weird night. Yeah.
Good fights, but I mean, it was a okay card.
Right. How my first bets started going, like you said, with Jung. I forget. I think then I had Misha Tate or whatever. It just reminded me of UFC when we went to that one in Columbus, dude, just losing every bet. It just seemed like even from the second lost bet, I'm like, man, because I don't know. Last week was tough to bet, and you didn't feel 100% confident really on any bet you really had in. So it was like, man, I'm already lost two. I could probably lose the rest. But this week's going to be way different, man. This week has some really, really good spots on it. I actually got, I think, 7 bets right now, or 6 or 7 bets, which is, a couple more than my usual. But, yeah, we'll see what's up with everybody in here, and then we'll get right into this card, man. I think we got 13 good fights.
Right.
What's up? We got Herb being the gold standard. He said Volcom by decision. Let's go. No way. No way. Papa Chuck, what's up? He said, yo, boys, let's get it. Let's get at it. What's up, Papa Chuck, man? Appreciate you stopping by. Best of Wrestling podcast, which is a good podcast. I went and checked it out. I went and checked his channel out, and he does good interviews and stuff. He said Paddy Pimblett by KO. Let's go. Yeah, Pimblett. I've seen these little face-offs they did today, and Pimblett looked like a little bigger than Jordan Leavitt, man.
Yeah.
I got my boy Jim and his wife Amy here. He said, "What's up, everyone?" He said, "I like that Pimblett by KO." Yeah, man. Yeah, Jordan has no striking. Luke, what's up, man? He said, "Paddy the Batty gonna teabag Jordan after he KOs," and he said, "Let's go." That's what he said. I believe that's what he said he was going to do, since he said he was going to twerk. So that's hilarious.
Modern warfare, squatting on people when you kill them.
Yeah. And then I watched, they did an interview with Jordan Leavitt, it was with the Mac Life or whatever, but he was his media day or something. And he said that he was yeah, he said he was going to teabag me. And then I've been hearing I said, I'm going to twerk on him. He's like, it's kind of homoerotic. I'm like, what the fuck? What kind of interviews are these, dude? I'm like, it's fucking weird. That dude's a weird
character, dude. He's a character.
He is. I actually got a thing that came up on my YouTube. I was just scrolling through, and it was Jordan Leavitt's page, and he's got a YouTube page where he reads books and does book reviews and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, he's a super smart dude. But
interesting.
Yeah.
He likes to do betting too. If you can follow him on Bet MMA Tips.
I've seen that.
That's a lot. And I guess earlier in the week he didn't bet on himself, but I guess he just bet on himself first round submission. So
put a little sprinkle on there. Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
That'd be tough not to either bet. I mean, as long because if you're allowed to do that, can you bet against yourself? That's shady as shit. I'm sure some people do, dude.
Sure, I bet.
Yeah.
You probably don't show it.
Right, yeah. Herb Dean, the gold standard, said Paddy is not KOing him. In my opinion, fight probably goes to decision with a small chance one of them gets a sub. Paddy by close, possibly even controversial decision. I thought I was leaning decision on that too, but then I don't know, man. I think Paddy might be able to get him on the feet.
I think there's a clear advantage.
Right. Yeah. Broke Bets, man. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining us. He said Paddy will have an odds boost for KO. I'd wait till Sunday to grab it. I think Paddy only has 1 KO in his whole career, though. I think it's something like that. That one that he got in the UFC, I think that's his only legit KO in all of his fights, all of his wins.
I thought he had a few more, but I'll look it up.
Yeah. Papa Chuck said, Cody from our Ohio connection. He said, I got an associate's degree from Terra Community College in Fremont. I don't know what's going on with Papa Chuck, but I do too. I got a degree from there too. That's funny. Luke, you said, what y'all think about O'Malley versus Jan fight? Crazy.
Crazy, dude. I did not expect that. I mean, that's a huge jump up from Munoz. So
crazy, like crazy, man. It's gonna be a good fight. I want to see it.
O'Malley cards, man. I'm gonna sell them.
I know our boy. I know our boy Saba. He's on O'Malley.
Oh yeah.
We got Double O Fisherman. He said, anybody else bet Curtis when he was a favorite because they thought the odds were going to drop, but they actually gone up? Yeah, I mean, I seen that when he was like minus 130 maybe to start.
Yeah,
Now it's what's that?
I didn't bet him, but I might if I can see plus money. I mean, I like Curtis. I'm not saying it's a slam dunk, but for plus money, I think it's a good value bet.
Hermanson looked a lot bigger than him today, taller anyways, you know. Yeah. Double O Fishman, y'all late. He said, come on. Yeah, we have to figure out some mic issues. Saba, sup, gentlemen? Happy to see both you bros back. Let's fucking go. What's up, Saba? That's our boy right there, dude. He really knows his stuff too, man. I swear. Best of Wrestling Podcast. What's up? What's up, y'all? Real MMA news, man. Appreciate you joining us, man. Thanks for the comment. Saba, JK wearing the wrong cap.
Gotta mix it up, man. Gotta mix it up.
Right. Sophie Simpson's here. Thanks for joining us, Sophie, as always. She's always here. She said, Patty, let's fucking go. What's up, guys? What's up? Donovan Aspinall. Yep. I feel that. I need that. Yep. Johnny got Aspinall at plus 110.
Well, you guys were like making fun of me because I got him so early.
Dude, that's good odds, man. I got him at plus 100 and thought I was doing something. Yeah. Saba said Unar Nurmagomedov called out Adrian Yanez for a fight at 280 Abu Dhabi. That would be awesome. Yeah, that card.
I hope Yanez doesn't take that right now.
I mean, depending, dude. The weird thing is you know, Yanez. I think he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. He just only boxes. So, like, I don't know, man. That could be a good fight if it depending on his takedown defense.
I just think it's a little too early for him. He needs to get a couple more fights in.
And why even have them two dudes are like the biggest prospects in the division? I don't think they should be fighting yet.
No.
Yeah. Who reads books? He said, Luke. I got Umar winning that fight for sure. Herb Dean said, betting against yourself is illegal. Okay. Saba, if I decided to pick Sean against Jan, both gentlemen will know why. Herb said, if you had access to minus 800 odds on Chimaev, would you put half your bankroll on him? I mean, yeah, I don't see you losing that unless he gets disqualified.
It's not that I would be scared that he was going to lose. I just wouldn't want to tie up my money for 2 months.
Yeah.
You kind of have to because I don't see those odds getting any better than that. Like, that's pretty good. No. I've only seen 1,100 and up.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you probably just go cons up by a finish of some sort because it's 5 rounds and there ain't no way. Like, I mean, I know Nate's only been finished once in his career by Josh Thompson, my head kick, but he ain't fought comms out. He ain't fought these big dudes like that. He gets handled by the natural 170ers, dude.
Yeah.
Saba, imagine poking out Munoz and 3 weeks later you fight the number 1 ranked Russian in the division. Yeah. Oh yeah, Marlon Vera in the mud. I know they should. Yeah, they should have. He should have waited for the Vera Cruz fight and called out Vera if he won. Herb Dean said, plus money on Aspinall is amazing. The more I think about that fight, dude, and Aspinall looked big today, dude. I mean, Blaydes is big, but Aspinall is bigger than Blaydes, and he looks a little thicker and stuff, man. And I got him at plus 100, so I love that.
Yeah.
Saba said, Johnny, that tie to Avasa was sick. Imagine the photo was him chugging a beer. Yeah, doing the shoey. Cool. Yeah. Saba said, I also read Yanez would maybe fight Frankie Edgar. Wow, that'd be a good fight. That'd be a cool fight.
For Yanez, for sure.
Yep. All right, man. Let's get into this UFC London. The first fight that I have is Nicholas Dalby versus Claudio Silva. You want to start this one out?
Yeah, we'll make this one kind of short. We'll get to the good stuff. I got Dalby here. Basically, for me, like, Silva's kind of getting up there in age. He's kind of like first round sub or bust. He might be able to get one in the second, but Dalby has good cardio. He has good striking. He's got decent wrestling where I think he can be able to keep it on the feet. But I see this one probably. Maybe Dalby can finish him in the third if he gasses a little bit too hard. But I just see easy decision win if he can survive the first round. So I got Dalby here by decision. I just think he's going to be able to outstrike him and keep it on the feet.
Yeah, man. I'm with you. Claudio Silva is going to go hard in that first round. He might land a takedown or two. He might even win that round. So you might want to look at maybe live betting this. But I mean, I don't know. He might be able to win that first round on Dalby. Dalby don't have the greatest takedown defense. He's got a good takedown defense. But by the second round, if he makes it there, he's going to stuff all them takedowns. But I'm with you, dude. I think that Nicholas Dalby survives that first round, and it starts to slow down, and he just kind of picks him apart on the feet with his little karate style. He's got a decent clinch. You know, Claudia, like I said, he's going to slow down. So I'm with you all the way. Nicholas Dalby by decision. I think if you're going to bet that fight, you want to either bet the over or you want to bet Dalby by decision. Not sure the line on that, but that wouldn't be a bad bet at all, I don't think. Because Claudio Silva, even though he gasses out, he fights through it. He doesn't give up at all. And I don't think he's ever been finished in his career. I think he lost to Court McGee and James Krause, and it was both decisions. So I don't see Nicholas Dalby finishing him. He's not really a big finisher anyway. So
yeah, that's mine is like minus 250. I'm not touching this fight to save my life unless it's maybe like I just don't see a good angle for betting. So
right, yeah, I didn't touch it at all either. We got David Banner in here. He said every fighter added in the UFC 4 update looked good at the weigh-ins. LOL, Patty the Batty looked shredded. Yeah, that dude gets in shape quick, man. Yeah, it's crazy. And he, like I said, he's going to be a lot bigger than Jordan Leavitt on Saturday for sure. We got Best of Wrestling podcast. He said daily by decision or Dalby, I bet. Yeah, I'm with that. Oh, yeah. David Banner said Aspinall KO would be nice bet. Yeah.
I would be worried. I would do the finish on that, but I mean, we can get there because I'm just worried about a club and sub or something like that.
Right, or just a sub. Because yeah, man, the way Blaydes, he don't shoot doubles. He puts his head down, tries to grab your legs, and Saba said, I'm also on Dalby. Hell yeah. Double O Fisherman, David Banner, Aspinall by finish is the move or money line. Yeah, because that fight ain't going 5. I can't see that fight going 5.
I was looking at doing the minus 4.5 rounds for that for like a parlay piece. I think it's like minus 250 or range or so.
Okay. Yeah, Yep. Houdini Beats, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us. He said Monkey King and Blaydes. That parlay will pay you out real nice.
Oh, yeah.
My boy Chef Mikey. Mike, what's up, brother? He said, good evening, homies. He said, no way I'm betting on the guy who wears a Borat swimsuit. That's hilarious. Saba, Patty, a lightweight contender for you guys. Top 10, top 5, future champ. I mean, we got to see how he goes, but he definitely, I would like to see him work that in. You know, we're giving these fights and build them up because it doesn't have the greatest like competition, definitely not the greatest wins. Like he lost to that Soren Beck or whatever. So when he stepped up there, he got beat. But what do you think, Johnny?
Well, right now there is lightweight division stacked. There's a lot of older guys that are still good, and then there's a lot of new guys that are coming up and that are really good too. So like he has his work cut out for him, I think. He has the potential, I think, but we see the holes in his game right now. He's still young, but I can see him being maybe in like 30 years in his prime. I can see him being a top 10 guy because by that time, there's going to be a few guys out of the division. They'll probably retire. And I just don't know after that. He's going to have to really improve in the next 2 or 3 years to get up in the maybe top 5.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you, dude. Like, yeah, give him because what is he? I think he's like 26, maybe 27, 25 to 27, somewhere there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so by the time he's 30 in his prime, he's worked his way up to maybe the top 5. I could see him. I mean, he's well-rounded. And he gets his striking better. So, yeah, to answer that, real easy, Sabo. Yeah, I could see him. That's such a stacked division. But
right now, it's just so good.
Right. All right, we're going to move on to fight number 2, the People's Champion fight right here. We got Mandy Baum versus Victoria Leonardo. And, yeah, man, this fight is probably going to be terrible. Both these girls haven't shown to be, like, really, like, great at MMA. I know Leonardo, she's got okay striking, okay wrestling. She's got pretty good jiu-jitsu. Her jiu-jitsu and ground and pound look good on the Contender Series, but she was fighting a girl that was, like, maybe 2-0, 3-0 or something like that. Terrible striking defense, and like the only way she's going to win a fight is if she's on top pounding her out because she's fragile. She breaks bones in every fight. And but another thing though to know about this, that I picked Mandy Baum, and the more that I've actually been watching this and looking up stuff, I think I'm gonna switch to Leonardo for the fact that Leonardo, all 4 of her losses are it's like Blanchfield, Miranda Maverick, Manon Farrow, and what's the other girls? Melissa Gatto and Mandy Baum. She got pieced up by Ariana Lipsky. Like any of them girls that beat Leonardo would have beat this Baum girl down. So I'm not betting this at all. I watched Baum. She's got a reach advantage, but it doesn't really matter. She's slow at striking. Her striking's all right. She's just okay everywhere. I didn't see anywhere she was good, and then she got just beat down by Lipsky. So I'm going to take Victoria Leonardo by decision, but I'm staying far away from this fight.
Yeah. I'm going on the other side. I'm going with Baum, but I'm not confident one bit. I'm not going to bet this fight in any aspect whatsoever. I'm just going with Baum because I think she does have the better striking. She has a good reach advantage of 6 inches. And I know she looked god-awful against Lipsky, but I think she'll be able to look at least a little bit better. I think that was her UFC debut. Maybe she was nervous. Who knows? But she does have a decent overall game, but she's more of a striker. She does have decent grappling and stuff, but she's going to have the advantage on the feet, but we'll see. Like this can go, it's a women's MMA fight. Anything can happen, we like to say. So I'm just going to go with the little more bigger fighter here and better on the feet. So I'm just going to take a shot here. Like I'm not confident one bit.
Right. Yeah, man. I can't blame you. She is 1 inch taller with the 6 inches of reach, which is big for females, but she looked terrible. Both of these guys have looked terrible. Like the only fight that I seen that they actually looked decent was the Contender Series. But like I said, that was over a 2-0 girl that was like a Muay Thai striker. So, but yeah, let's see what the chat says. Saba said, or broke bets. Patty the Fatty will be in middleweight soon.
He'll get destroyed in middleweight.
Right. The Burns, man. What's up, bro? Thank you for joining us. He said Patty might break into the top 20 by the time he retires. You better tighten up that striking defense, that's for sure. David Banner, the reason I say KO is because Blaydes has a tendency to get hit hard by shots. Yeah, that's true. That's the way to beat Blaydes. That's the only way he's been beat.
Yep.
Saba, maybe it's harsh to say this, but I think the lightweight top 15 has a lot of fighters who are on the downhill. And I'm also speaking about Gaethje, Poirier. Yeah, they're definitely in the twilight. All of them put their work in for a long time. Best of Wrestling said Baum by boring decision, which is an excellent possibility.
Decision is yes, 100%.
This women's MMA fight probably going to be the worst fight of the night. Yo, definitely. Chef Cinco, what's up, bro? Thanks for joining us, man. He said Patty plus Aspinall plus Jay Pierce plus Jay Herbert locks or flops. The Pearson to Herbert like kind of scare me just because Herbert, his wrestling defense is a little suspect, but his chin is the most suspect thing in the world. He just got knocked out freaking flatlined a couple months ago. And then Jay Pierce, dude, I just seen him get we'll get to him, but he gets stuck in submissions pretty damn easy, it looks like. And but I like Patty and Aspinall.
I like Patty and Aspinall too. The other two are just a little riskier, if you want to say. Right.
I think there's like how we'll get to them though, Chef. We'll get to them. Thanks though for showing up, commenting, man. Fisherman said flops. Saba said I saw people online picking Leonardo, so why not? He said, because nobody should have no money on this really, so it should just be a guess for everybody. Bill Nicholson, thanks for joining us, Bill. He said this week I'm parlaying Ja Herbert money line plus Aspinall plus Blaydes does not start round 4. I like that. Like I said, I like Ja Herbert. I think he's going to win. It's just I didn't put him in just he worries me.
I think that's the next fight, so we'll get there. But go ahead.
No, you're good.
I was just going to say I like Herbert, but like it's just hard to trust him. But we'll get to that fight in a second.
Right. Mikey, my boy Mikey said I switched to Leonardo. He said Mandy isn't a better wrestler at all. Yeah. Yep. She's decent off her back with like elbows and stuff, but she definitely gets taken down. The fate is on both girls here. Give me one lose Baum, right? Yep. The Burns fade 90% of women's MMA fights. Yep. That's what I'm doing from now on too.
That's our new game plan is don't bet women's fights unless you're 110% sure that the fighter is going to win. Right. Yeah. Like it's going to be a beat. That's one of my new rules. Like I want to do for every bet that I make. I'm about done being betting where I'm like, well, this dude's going to win, but it's probably going to be 29-28 or even close, man. We need to pick just the murderers these days. Just the more
said, Jessica Panay, Cody, I was crying for you. She won the second round. She came back and was winning that second. Them leg kicks just killed her. And she was the underdog. But yeah, man. But dude, last week's card was shitty to bet on, dude. Like, how many women's fights were on? Just 2 on that one, or was there more than 2? I can't even remember.
can't remember. That's how bad it was. I know there was 2.
Fisherman said, "Ain't touching that fucking fight." That's facts.
Oh,
Luke said, "Yeah." Luke said, "I'm done betting women in MMA fights unless it's the over." Right?
You can't do that anymore. I've been doing women's MMA fights over, like, doesn't start round 3, and like they finish in the first round. I'm like, this is bullshit, guys.
Right. Yeah, and even with last, besides the crazy that all the underdogs covered, a lot of them, but the fact that they was covering like who was it? The Shore fight going under, the Yair fight ending it, like there was just so many random stuff. I mean, Dao Yung Jung just getting KO. Like that was a crazy one, dude. I lost my ass. He said, Herb Dean said, do you feel like the skills Aspinall has shown he should bank at least 3 rounds in his very life for the finish? And the biggest path for a loss is him going to the body or him gassing out badly. That's my only worry, is him gassing out badly. That's like my main concern. But we're going to know the last couple things we need to know about Tom Aspinall in this fight. Unless he gets an early finish, you know what I mean, or something, but or gets finished early, we're going to know about his wrestling defense and his gas tank most likely by the end of this fight. Saba, who has the bigger chance to be a champ in their division, Patty or Taporia? Definitely Taporia. Yeah, he's a savage, dude. Herb Dean is the gold standard. I can't see Blaydes dominating the wrestling and holding them down. Yodas Woofus, what's up, bro? Thanks for joining us. He said Patty's time to fade is coming, but not this fight. UFC wants him to win in London. Yo. Saba, when is the event starting in the States? 11 a.m.
12, yeah, my time.
Yeah. Even though on my bookie, dude, I'm looking at him. I don't know if it's set in another time or something, but it's starts saying like the bet fights are starting at 10 in the morning, because I kept going. I go to DraftKings and look at when they have it set, and then But and even though I don't even play DraftKings, it's hilarious. I just go there. Let's see, Fisherman 12 a.m. I think. David Banner, lukewarm take. Connor never gets another first finish in the UFC. He might if they give him somebody easy. Her Mandy Baum open -180 some places, apparently, so she gets beat down. It's a pick 'em. I feel like bet Mandy because the judges are probably going to pick her for the bookies if she got bet down.
True.
That's why I was in total shock about the Malarkey win, because like he started off +150 and ended -240, and for some reason they instead picked him and gave him the win. I was shocked about that. Everyone lost money last week. Then we have Effie. Effie killed it from Any Action Sportscast. Go check out his sportscast, man. He's killing it. Yo, how are you doing this week? What's up, Abel Polanco? Thanks for showing up, man. Appreciate you always showing up. My boy Mikey, he said Lemos was my only clean win last week. Burgos' decision was a complete burn. Yeah, it was. Charles Jourdain's a fucking savage, dude.
Yep.
Like what he did in that third round, dude, was amazing, man. And at most, that should have been a draw. They almost could have gave him a 10-8 just from. I mean, he landed like 120 significant strikes to like 7 or 10 or some shit.
It was a crazy. To me, like I think we talked about it in our chat. Like it's just depends on how you scored round one. It was so close. Like Burgos in the first half, and then Jourdain came on strong at the end. So
I had Jourdain in that first round.
Okay. Yeah. I honestly, I was like, I have no idea who won the first round.
I think Burgos did too. That's why he came out and wrestled the whole second round, because he knew he was starting to get pieced up on the feet. So he came out. He turned Burgos to a damn wrestler.
Yep.
Which is tough. Saba, God helped you guys with that Yair win. Nah, Yair was about to fucking smoke Ortega. The only thing people could prey on is a Yair gas, bro. He was like 3 levels of speed above Ortega, dude, and his striking. He turned Ortega into just clinching up against the cage. I said Masar Ilev being featherweight champ. That's definitely a possibility. My boy Jim said was happy to get that Burgos win. Thought he had lost that one. Yeah, even a draw. The one ref that gave it a draw or judge, I could have seen that. He said I picked Charles against Burgos, so it was a bit sad. Yeah, well, you made the right pick in my opinion. I feel the same way. Saba, Herb Dean said, I know Johnny does the UFC card videos. Apparently Burgos wants to be a part of that, but they refused to do it for him. He wants to do box breaks or something.
Yeah, weird. I know Max. He does some stuff too like that, but he doesn't like actually do them. But he's like in the streams with certain people. So maybe the UFC won't allow him to do that stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It is weird.
Yeah. All right, we'll move on to fight number 3. Is going to be Herbert versus Kyle Nelson. I'll let you start this one off.
So I got Jai Herbert here, but like I am a little suspect, and I'm just suspect of his chin. Like anything else, like if he had just a durable chin, I'd be all over Jai Herbert here. I think he does have the better striking. He's going to be a little bit taller, and I think he has a reach advantage too, 6-inch reach advantage too. So
yeah,
he's got the better striking, but his chin, man, if he just gets hit once or twice, like he's going down like a sack of potatoes, and I'm scared about it. I'm scared.
Yeah.
The bet, I mean, if you want to make a bet on this fight, if you're not like too sure, the fight doesn't start or doesn't go the distance is a good bet, maybe, or under like 2.5 if you want to be safe. But I'm not touching this fight, I don't think. I like Jai Herbert to win, but I just can't trust the chin enough to bet him, though. I just think he has the better striking. It's going to be a striking match.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm with you. I put in another parlay, and I was going to put him as the third guy and to just save a little value, but I ended up not putting him in. I ended up putting in I think probably the next dude that we're going to talk about, but yeah, he's good, man. The dude's got really good striking. He just he's kind of hittable, and then his chin doesn't hold up. I think he's been finished. What's his 11-4? He's been finished in at least 3 of them, four fights, and yeah, man, I still think he wins. His striking's levels above Kyle Nelson. Kyle Nelson coming up from 145 and isn't really a striker. He kind of likes to grapple himself anyways. He's got a couple he's got the one knockout over Polo Reyes, I believe, in the UFC where it was a standing knockout, but he was hitting him with nice elbows in the clinch and stuff like that. But he likes to grapple and try to wrestle, and then he gasses out. So he's got like 1.5 rounds of cardio, but anytime this fight's standing at any point, Jai Herbert could definitely knock him out. And I'm leaning Jai Herbert, but man, and what you said though, I really love buying up to that minus under 2.5. Mm-hmm. This fight ain't going 2.5 rounds, dude. No way. So I really like that, but I didn't have any bets on this fight. The one I seen, the only one I could get my hands on was the over 1.5, and it was like pretty much even money. So I just stayed away from it.
Yeah, that line, the 1.5, it's too close. I don't know which way to go. So I'm like, I can't do one way or another. I can do two. I can do my or under 2.5 for sure.
Right, but I'm like 95. Even though I didn't bet it, I'm like 95% sure Jai Herbert's going to knock him out in the first. I really do. Look what he did to Taporia, and he's a savage. So, but let's see what the chat says. He said we were lucky. Lauren Murphy gave us our fifth week in a row, 5th winning week. Awesome, man. James killed it. Must be nice, Jim. He said, wish we hadn't cashed out on that Schnell bet. Yeah, and went with Sue. That fight was crazy, bro. That fight was freaking like most other refs would have stopped that fight, like because it just looked like there wasn't nothing going to happen except Schnell get knocked out cold. You know what I mean? He just kept getting froze like that and all that. But yeah, man, tough Schnell. Good for him, man. He probably got a little brain damage there. You heard in the interview, they were like, "How'd you survive that elbow?" He's like, "What elbow?" He's like, "I don't remember no fucking elbows."
Elbows.
Yeah, that's never good, dude. He said, time to Brooke said kind of tough go for Ja. Faced some good opponents and got hit by some of the hardest punches. Yep, stopped the fight. Abel Polanco said, I had Sumadarji and the under. How does he rock Schnell 6 times and doesn't finish him? Yeah, it was just crazy. It really was. Fisherman ain't touching that fucking fight neither. I'm with you. Best of wrestling podcast, Herbert, but not too sure. But I think he gets it done by decision. Not betting this fight at all. Yeah, it's going to be a crazy one, man. These first like 3 fights are kind of weird and sketchy. Fisherman said, put Makiev, Mark, Molly, Wood, and Patty in a parlay. And that's kind of almost, what I did. Saba Nelson, last fight was 22 months ago. Red flag. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yep. And coming up a weight class and all that. Yeah. But then Herbert's got these flags. Wrestling's kind of suspect. David Banner, Herbert will win and get this bonus possibly. Fisherman said, yeah, very glad on your parlay. Yeah, I mean, I had it wrote down. I'm like, it It was Jai and a couple other people, but I still they got to show me some stuff. There's a couple big favorites that still need to show me some stuff.
It could just be like a fluke like punch that he'll land, and then he might get stumbled, kind of like Eddie Weiland gets. Like he'll get touched once, and he's just like, oh man. I'm like, oh, here we go. You just don't know. He'll be winning the whole
cold, dude.
It just takes one shot.
Right. Yeah. You guys doing that fight night pre-show again? Saba said. We're gonna do that next week before the pay-per-view on Johnny's channel. So look out for that. It will be on Johnny's channel. Probably an hour and a half before it starts. And yeah, we're gonna have 3 new cappers on there. We're still figuring that out, but we will have we got a couple in mind and already that want to. And Dev the Dude will be on there. Bill Nicholson said, "Are we just going to ignore the elite WMMA and Vic the card tonight?" Yeah. Yeah, we are. Sorry. Saba, I bet it'd sue that fight, but I was very happy for Matt that he did that comeback. One of the best moments of the year. Yeah. Yeah. If it's going to. He said, I swear Schnell was out cold a few times. He was, dude. He was. Saba said, I won't be. Yeah, Saba, I believe Saba told us he was going somewhere for that bachelor party or something like that. Or maybe that was Effie. All right. Yeah. All right, let's get on to this next fight. Fight number 4 is in the men's flyweight division. We got Mohamed Makiev versus Charles Johnson. And man, been waiting to watch this Mohamed Makiev fight again. Dude is crazy well-rounded. 22 years old, I believe. Maybe 21 going on 22 or 22 now.
Yeah.
Been pretty much fighting his whole life. Had 22 amateur fights. He was fighting at like 16 years old. Wrestling chat. He's everything. This kid's well-rounded. I haven't seen any holes in his game. And like I said, he's got that 22 fight amateur background. So he's been doing this for a long time. He's been honing his skills. Really good striking, excellent wrestling, excellent BJJ. Really nice wrestling takedowns and scrambles. And he's super fast. You've seen the flying knee that he hit Cody Durden with and then was able to lock up that submission. Just the dude is super good, man. He's also really good grounding too. I like that when he's on top. Because this fight, when he's fighting Charles Johnson, I think he's going to want to use his wrestling a lot. I know he's got good striking, but Charles Johnson's going to be 2 inches bigger, 2 inches taller, only a half an inch of reach, but he's taller. His legs are taller, and he's going to use them as for kicking because he's out of Tiger Muay Thai. He's got good leg, body kicks, throws some head kicks, but he's got a good striking, like I said, Tiger Muay Thai striking. Decent offensive and defensive wrestling. He's got a pretty good get-up game. I watched some of his other fights. He's got a good fight with Brandon Royval. I watched his last fight. I can't remember the guy's name, but it was a title fight, and he ended up finishing. It was a Brazilian guy. He finished him in the 4th round, I believe. So he's got good cardio. He's got championship round experience. But man, he's coming in and fighting a phenom. You know what I mean? And they're definitely not bringing Charles Johnson over to England to like build him up over Mohamed Makiev. They want Makiev to have that win in England, hopefully a showcase fight. I don't think he finishes him though. That's one mistake they made if they wanted him to get a finish because Charles Johnson's super tough. Like I said, 3 rounds with Brandon Royval ain't easy. So but yeah, man, good leg kicks. That's the only thing that worries me is maybe if he starts piecing up Makiev's leg. But really, like Charles Johnson, he's kind of a low output guy. He's not in there. He's got a lot of finishes on his record, but they're not like one-shot finishes. He's more of like going to beat you up over the rounds and finish you in the 4th when you kind of gas out a little bit. So, yeah, man, I'm taking Mohamed Makiev. I'm going to take him by decision, and I do have him in a parlay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going with Makiev too, and I got him in a parlay as well. I just think he's the more well-rounded fighter. He's going to have the clear wrestling and grappling advantage here. On the feet, it could be close. That would be like the one little, like, if you want to say hole in Makiev's game is he just needs to work on his striking just a little bit more. But he already has the wrestling and the grappling, and like it's already really good. And he's super explosive and quick. Like it's hard. I mean, I can see why people want to take a shot on Johnson, but I wouldn't. You're just going to waste your money, I think. Either way, it's going to be either a sub or it's going to be a decision win for Makiev just because of the wrestling advantage. He's going to be able to take him down whenever he wants. So I just pretty much being, rinse and repeat, take down, maybe eventual sub at the maybe 3rd round sub, but I said decision though.
Yeah, and that's another thing too is Mohamed Makiev's got a huge self-belief in himself, and he's got great cardio. So that's 2 good things that you need. He's not going to quit in a fight. So yeah, man, I'm all over Makiev.
Yep.
Herb Dean, that's a matter of fact, that's who I put into the parlay. It cost me, took a little bit of my odds away instead of putting in Jai Herbert, but I feel way more confident about Muhammad Makiev.
Yeah.
Herb Dean said, what's your favorite over under play? You like Rosa Wood over for 200. I just posted mine. I put in a 2-fight parlay over under the Wood over 2.5 rounds. And then I have the Paul Craig under 2.5 rounds parlayed for a little bit of plus money. How about you, Johnny?
Yeah, I like the over in the Wood fight. And then I'm looking at a couple other ones. I like the under in the Aspinall Blaydes, like minus or under 4.5. And what was there's one more. I can't think of it.
Jonathan Pierce under that one.
I'm thinking about that one too. I'll get to it. I just can't remember off the top of my head.
Right. I kind of like the over in this Makiev fight too, just for Charles Johnson being so durable.
I remember the last time though we were breaking the Makiev fight down. We're like, yeah, we love the over, and like he just.
I bet the over.
I bet the over too, and like that was like the one bet we lost in London.
Terrible. Yeah, it was like my the first bet of the night too. And like I remember I was back home. I was in a hotel room and I woke up, turned the phone on and stuff, and started watching. And I'm like, all right, I got the over, and that motherfucker kneed him in the face, choked him out fucking 13 seconds. I'm like,
yeah. So it's kind of like what's scaring me from doing the over or under on this fight, because I just did the money line and parlayed it. I'm good with that. So
right, yeah, because it's like, yeah, Charles Johnson's never been finished and he's tough, but Charles Johnson's never fought Makiev. You know what I mean? So it's like he's fighting a tough dude. But Saba said I'm going on holiday to Spain next week. Oh, that'd be awesome, man. Well, enjoy that, Saba. You deserve it, man. You deserve a good vacation, brother. Brokebet said you guys said his name right. Yeah. Remember that? We could not get it. I remember it now, man. He made me remember it. Earn that respect. Saba said Makiev is going to win, man. He's insane. Fisherman, Makiev by decision or submission, but definitely a parlay piece. I agree with you, brother. Best of Wrestling podcast, Makiev all day. Future stud, yep. And that's how you get. Yeah. These phenom dudes, you can't just fade them. I mean, I know the line dude is freaking huge, but like he's gonna win. Like I feel like 95% sure this kid's gonna win. So it's like even though the line's huge, it's like a guarantee, almost. The Burns, Makiev already starts with the 70% edge with age difference, and he's at home too, so that helps us start with 80. So I said, I still love how Cody says the name. Carolina Kovacevic. Yeah, man, she gets me.
Walkowitz? I don't even know if that's right.
But I can say like Joanna Jacek and stuff, but I can't. The 2 Ks, man. I call her KK.
Yeah.
James said, Johnny stacked those Aspinall cards. Yeah. Got that auto rookie.
Boys.
That's sick, man. Fisherman, can't believe the odds this week. Too high on a lot. Fisherman says, Makiev going straight for the legs. Yeah, that's why I think the over might hit, because I think he's going to grapple him for a lot in this fight, and have to hold him down because, that's the way to beat him. Be smart. MMA Fight Club, our boy. What's up, Manny? Appreciate you showing up. He said, Invicta FC 48 tonight at 9 p.m. Love me some women's MMA. Slam like family. Slam the like family. Yeah, thanks, MMA Fight Club. And yeah, he just dropped, I believe, a breakdown video for some of them fights on his YouTube. Everybody go check out Manny's YouTube channel, MMA Fight Club, because he's got the best awesome stats and information. And him and Ranch from Kappa Comparison has been doing their show on Friday nights, and it's an awesome show. Interactive, giving out free Amazon cards and stuff last week, dude. That was awesome. I got one. That was sweet. David Banner said, yeah, double O Fisherman, the odds are high in England to make up for the inflation, it seems. Yeah. And a lot of mismatches, man. The Invicta is going to be no go for me, dog. But yeah, Invicta card. Saba said, I saw Jordan Leavitt put Makiev in each of his parts. I did too. I seen that. Yeah. So double O Fisherman, Nathaniel, Mark, Molly over, Craig, and Aspinall under. I like that. We got Tony L'Esperance. What's up, guys? Ready to make some money Saturday? Yes, sir. Yeah, this week we're killing it. There ain't no other options. Saba said people who betted fight goes the distance and Ngannou versus Gane are multi-millionaires right now, right? Mm-hmm. Right? Or what was the other one? Thiago Santos versus Johnny Walker. Remember that was like under 1.5, and the motherfuckers fought the boring kickboxing match for 5 rounds. Craig Oezdemir. Craig. Let's take Craig. Makiev all day. Sophie's got Makiev. Yup. Makes me feel better about my bet. Carolina Koala Bear.
Koala Bear.
Kowalki. Nah, man. Yeah. KK Saba. Bill Nicholson, MMA Fight Club. I knew someone cared about the women MMA showcase on a Wednesday. I would have watched it if we weren't doing this, to be honest. Yeah. Fisherman, y'all watch The Ultimate Fighter? Yeah. I haven't watched the last maybe 3 episodes. I got to get caught up on them.
I'll catch working. I'm behind way bad.
Right. It's a decent little season. It's a decent season.
Yeah.
Herb said, someone told me that Jordan Leavitt betting account isn't actually Jordan Leavitt. I don't know why to believe. Maybe that's just somebody else doing it for me. I don't know, man. Fisherman said Koala Bear. Yep. Carolina Koala Bear. Carolina Koala.
That's your new name.
Yes. From here on out. So we got fight number 5 in the men's featherweight division. We got Nathaniel Wood versus Charles Rosa. Who you got here?
I really like Wood here, and no, it's not. I don't mean that for real. I like Nathaniel Wood. He's going to be. I just think he's the better overall fighter here. I mean, Rosa has good grappling, but on the feet, it's Wood all day. Cardio, they're both pretty good, but man, this is going to stay on the feet. I don't think Rosa is going to be able to get Wood down. And Nathaniel has pretty decent takedowns. So if he wants to take down Rosa, which I don't think he should, but he totally could because Rosa goes down very easily.
Right.
And if you can stay on top control with him, he just doesn't know what to do. He needs to be on top, being the one trying to go for submissions, not being on his back. So for me, this is a no-brainer. And I see the line is minus 500 or more. And just the striking with Wood, overall, I just think this is an easy one for Wood. It's kind of like a layup here. So,
yeah, I'm with you, dude. Charles Rosa just has looked terrible. I mean, he didn't look bad against Justin James, but I don't know. His striking isn't too crazy bad. He's got that karate style. He's fought at 155 though. I mean, he's fought at 145 recently too. But Nathaniel Wood's coming up from 135, so that might be the size difference a little bit. Rosa's going to be 3 inches taller, but they got the same reach, and Nathaniel Wood is going to have a giant speed advantage, dude. And I think on the feet, he's going to be able to piece up Rosa. And like you said, Nathaniel Wood's got a good ground game too. He's got some submissions in the UFC, and if he ends up taking it to the ground, like you said, Rosa goes down easy. He almost wants to go down, and then he'll just lay on his back. He accepts it. He don't even try to get up. He'll try a couple submissions, and then other than that, he'll just lay there and accept it. So I got Nathaniel Wood. I didn't bet him because the line's off, but I do have the over, like I said, in that parlay. So I got the over in this fight and the under in the Paul Craig fight, and I really think it goes over because Nathaniel Wood, he's got a couple finishes over lower level guys, but not the higher level guys. And then Charles Rosa, he's gone to decision in 8 out of his last 10 fights. One was a win, a weird sub he had over somebody David Bermudez or something like that. But I think that Nathaniel Wood coming up weight class, he's not going to finish Charles Rosa. Charles Rosa's not going to finish Nathaniel Wood. So I took that, and I thought that was a decent little parlay piece, man.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's see what everybody says. Let's see. Sophie Simpson laughs. Saba said, "What's Paige Van Zandt doing in here?"
Yeah, I saw we got a spam of a whole bunch of naked stuff.
yeah. The internet, bro.
Man.
Wood by decision in parlays. I like that. I really like that. Mike Martin said, "Wow, someone's a real Horby." Herb Dean, the gold standard. I couldn't help but put Rosa at plus 450 in one of my $3 parlays. Can't blame you. I mean, maybe he catches a sub. Maybe he catches Nathaniel Wood with a strike. But yeah. Luke, I got Nathaniel Wood and the over. I'm loving that. Sophie says Wood by decision sounds funny as fuck when you Johnny's like, I like Wood and I like Wood by decision.
Wood by decision.
Best of Wrestling podcast at Wood by decision, but still not sure. Yeah, man. You guys see some weigh-ins. Maybe Rosa looks giant at weigh-ins, you know what I mean, or something like that. So Saba, Nathaniel Wood win by decision, have him in a parlay with Patty the Fatty and Makiev at plus 100. I like that. I still can't believe I played this bet 1 week before Johnny, and he got it at plus 110. Fraud bookies.
Well, I got Patty at minus like 225, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna put that bet in right now because I'll never see Patty at minus 225 again.
Right. I'm surprised. Like maybe even by fight time, he might be like 350, but I would think he would almost be even, a bigger favorite than some of these other bigger, like Dalby and them.
Yeah, I think he's only like plus or minus 250 range, like maybe minus 260 right now. I'm like, I thought he'd be in the 300s by now.
Right. Best of wrestling. Can you ban the stupid bots? They need admins. I volunteer. Oh yeah, I've been blocking them when they came on, but yeah, man. I noticed we lost. I noticed though half our chat's gone, man. Where'd they go? They was clicking
really?
on it. No, I'm just playing. They was clicking on the link, going over looking at it.
I can't see who's here and who's not. I trust you. I'm like, really? Did it go?
Right. Yeah, I blocked them. They came back in with a new name, man. I have it in parlay with Molly and Makiev. Yeah, I like that. Herb D and Broke Beds. What's
up?
Site?
Oh.
Yeah. Saba, the bot is probably Roman Delice looking for stealing someone's wife. You better stay away from me. Got your strap.
Oh, he's crazy.
These bots are everywhere these days. Yo. Broke Bets, Herb Dean is the gold standard FanDuel. Okay. Let's see. Order is here for Johnny K's. It's probably a hand modeling freaking one too, man. If I know Johnny,
I'll check it out. But
I need to get FanDuel. Yeah. Fisherman said great interaction with the chat, man. But yeah, appreciate that. That's what we're here for, man. I have a good time with all you guys. You guys know your stuff just as much as us, man. It's
exactly
fun time. Saba said I had Patty at minus 250, Makiev at minus 500, and Wood at minus 526. Not bad at all. Herb said I got Jordan Leavitt at plus 325, or maybe it was plus 350 for 10 when the line first came out. You can't beat that.
Yeah,
because this could be some weird grappling match like Leavitt does, dude. Yeah, Bill Nicholson said, "Can we have a moment of silence for Nate Diaz?" They're doing him dirty, dude. They couldn't have gave him Ngannou. Ngannou was booked. What's going on?
I thought. Well, Ngannou is like recovering from like an ACL injury or something, right?
Yeah. But I mean, why would? Man, it's sad. I'm scared for the Patty fight. Have him in a few parlays. Jordan is such a strange dude. It's not. Yeah, it's hard. It's gonna be hard to look good against that kid because it's even hard to knock him out because you can't throw a ton of kicks, can't do a lot of because it's just weird, man. That last fight was terrible with him and Trey Ogden. David Benner, Aspinall by KO in an English crowd is sure as bet as you can make. Mark my words. I got you. I'm with you. I bet Aspinall pretty big, man. All right, let's get to fight number 6. We got Makwan Amerikani versus Jonathan Pierce. This is going to be a freaking great fight. Like, this is going to be a barn burner. Both these guys, decent striking. They don't really want to use their striking. They both want to use their grappling. I'm going to say in that first round, Makwan's going to have better grappling, better wrestling anyways than Jonathan Pierce, be able to land the takedowns. But and I think he's going to go for it. These dudes, as soon as they lock up, they're going to be scrambling like crazy. Makwan's going to go for it. He might be able to lock up that submission in the first round, like because Jonathan Pierce puts himself in a lot of bad spots in his fights. But if he doesn't, then Jonathan Pierce is going to take over and finish him because Jonathan Pierce has crazy cardio. He has good submissions and good ground and pound himself. So, and we all know that Makwan slows down a lot after that first round because he goes out, he goes hard, and he tries to get that finish. And yeah, man, he might be able to here. But I'm picking Jonathan Pierce to survive that and end up getting the second or third round finish just because I've seen it too much with Makwan. But I stayed away from this. I bet the under. I bet the under 2.5. I got it at minus 120, and I bet I don't know, it's like 2 units to win 1.5 or something, somewhere in there, 1.9 to win 1.5. And I really like that because, like I said, I see it either being Makwan getting Jonathan Pierce in that first round, first 6.5 minutes, and if not, I see him melting under Jonathan Pierce's pressure and either getting finished in that second or early in the third. I mean, we watched Makwan Amerikani get beat by Kamala Kirk or whatever. That's not a good look, dude. That dude's not very good, and it's because he gassed out in that. So, yeah, give me Jonathan Pierce. Not confident at all, but I am confident in the under.
Yep. No, I 100% agree with you, but I'm just going the other way. I just think Amerikani's going to be able to get that on submission. Like you said, Pierce puts himself in some bad situations, and Amerikani is no joke. He can wrap up an Anaconda choke, a Darce choke real quick, and you're done. Like, and I think if I looked in the some of the pictures, like Pierce has a really like longer neck. So I'm just like, okay, so he can get that neck in there real quick and done. And like, I think he's going to have the better wrestling, like you said. Grappling, I mean, it could be close, but I think Amerikani can get Pierce down pretty easily in the first round, especially. And then it's going to be, you know, if you have a Pierce bet, you're going to sweat for the first, 5 minutes. And
sure.
You should feel pretty comfortable because usually, like, that's when Amerikani starts slowing down, like he gasses. And then Pierce, like his last fight against Rodriguez, he started gassing a bit, like after the round and a half mark. But once the fight got to the mat, it was like he was a totally different fighter. Like he had like the gas tank to grapple, but he didn't have the gas tank to strike. It was still it was the greatest thing ever. But so then again, like, if Amerikani can't get a sub out of him in the first round, Pierce can take this to the mat and probably sub Amerikani in the second round. So either way, like you have that good bet -2 or under 2.5 rounds. Like that's going to happen probably one way or another.
Yep. I mean, I don't see it. I know Dev the dude commented on my bet and he said that it was going to go the distance, but there was that one I think that he said was going to go to the distance, but man, I don't think so, dude. I don't know. I mean, if it does, I guess it'd be Pierce by decision, right? You freeze up, Johnny? Got a good picture at least. Yes, I think Johnny froze up, but I got Pierce in the under. You back on?
Yeah, I'm back on. Sorry, my bad.
You froze up. At least put a good picture of you up there, man.
Okay, good.
Yeah. But let's see. So David said the Aspinall by KO. Broke Bet said Khamzat will have to pick Nate's teeth out of his knuckles. Yeah, it's gonna be sad, dude. And Khamzat's a savage, so it's not like he's gonna go out there and take it easy on him and be like, it's Nate Diaz. I respect. He's a freaking savage. Doctor stoppage. Hopefully he just gets a big cut right away. Saba, I saw UFC trying to do something in Brazil this year. That'd be cool. Brazil's always got the great crowd, man, and it's live as hell there. It's that would be. I love watching them Brazil cards. And then when the fighters come out that ain't Brazilian, they chant "You're gonna die" in Brazilian. That's hilarious, dude. I love that. I love great crowds like that. Fisherman said y'all should wait for the boosted odds on the Aspinall by finish, right? Makwan fight ain't going the distance. Yeah, I'm with you, Fisherman. I don't see how it can with the way both these dudes fight. I mean, Pierce melted Kai Kamaka and Omar Morales, dude. And them are both two pretty good fighters, and he completely with decent gas tanks, and he completely melted them.
Yep.
Let's see. Best of Wrestling podcast. Pierce by close decision, but not betting this fight. Just not really confident, but I think he gets it done here. Yeah. Broke bets. Pierce does uncoordinated cardio wrestling, leaves him in subs. He just luckily hasn't faced many good people yet. And Makwan's got grace, like you said, that Anaconda. He's got 4 or 5 of them in the UFC. Dude's dangerous, and there ain't no way this fight don't hit the mat. And there's no way. Yeah. So Sub said Makwan was a parlay killer against Mike Grundy. He killed me.
Dude, killed me.
Yeah, I'm saying Makwan by sub, and he's my dog of the night after a greenhead from Scotland. Craig. See, Herdine said, someone told me today that Makwan has medical reasons for his bad cardio, something with his kidneys or something, but he goes hard in that first round, dude, and he wrestles, which takes your cardio, and then he's always going for the submission, and yeah, man, but it could be. I mean, if you got some type of asthma, your lung, something, anything, man, it'll definitely do that. That's Greg Hardy. He fought with asthma. Remember Mike Grundy's parents sitting in the venue, and next to the octagon, seeing him. He got choked out cold too. Herb, when they are fresh, Amerikani has a better striking than Pierce. Yeah, I like that too. Ranch from Capper Comparisons. What's up, brother? Thanks for joining us. He said, seems like UFC is feeding these UK fighters with wins aside from Aspinall. The locals are all chalky favorites. Definitely. Got our boy Effie from Any Action Sportscast. Won big last week, hit all of his bets.
He did.
Said, what's good, you guys? Said, a little late, but I'm here, man. We always appreciate you showing up, Red. Or Effie, that's awesome. Dirty Reg in the building. What's up, bro? He said, I'm 3-0 picking JSP, hopefully to be 4-0 after this one. And yeah, it's going to be weird. He said, unpopular opinion, BJJ finishes are better than TKO finishes. Could be. Definitely. I mean, they're like out of nowhere ones. Yeah, they're cool. I like them both. But yeah, man, a crazy sub out of nowhere, like fucking Matt Schnell one. I mean, that's probably more climactic than maybe a knockout out of nowhere. So yeah.
Yeah.
Pierce, Effie said, Pierce just has to worry about not getting subbed early. Agree big time, Johnny. Yep. Sophie, she said, I got Pierce all day. Yeah. Yeah, that's who I picked too. Range said JSP training with Kamala Kirk, who has the blueprint on how to beat Amerikani for sure. For sure. But he needs to step his training partner levels up.
Yeah.
Or does he train with what the heck? James Krause? Is that where he trains out of? Where does Pierce train out of?
Fight ready.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. So he's up there with Cejudo and them. Yeah, that's legit. Broke Bet said Capper comparison picks with the new video out. Check it out. Definitely. His videos kill it. And Broke Bets. He got Broke Bets on there for the first time this week. That's a good accomplishment right there, Broke Bets. That means you're doing something right, bro. If Range is putting you on there, that means he really likes your stuff. It's good stuff.
Right.
Dirty Red said, I'll get caught up with Capper comparison shows tomorrow while working. Yep. Herb said, I want them to put out odds on the Nate fight getting canceled. He should. Maybe like Nick. I could see Nick fighting Hamzat and still getting beat, but that would be a way better fight than Nate and Hamzat because Nick's naturally just bigger and better. I mean, better striking and stuff. Andrew Stubbs, what's up, Andrew? Appreciate you joining us. He said, I think the lines are flipped on Blaydes, guys. Well, they did flip. Blaydes was the favorite at first. So
yeah, they just did flip.
Yeah, so you're definitely right on that. And it's man, it's scary, but dude, it's like, how can you bet against Aspinall? I don't know. At this point, after seeing everything he's done, I get it. Blaydes is savage and stuff, and he might. There's a good shot he wins, but like, I'm gonna feel shitty if I bet on Blaydes and Aspinall comes out here and lights him up real quick.
True. Well, right now, like Blaydes is the underdog. So how do you not bet Blaydes? I mean, Blaydes has a good track record. You know, we don't know about Aspinall's gas tank. Like you can go the opposite end of it. So I totally get it. It just depends on what side you're on.
Yeah. David Banner said this should be a good matchup for Diakiese. I feel like he has the Michael Johnson syndrome. When he starts looking like a finisher, he starts getting hit a lot. Yeah. And Stubbs said, no, I think they flipped wrong. Yeah. That's what we mean. No, because they started off Blaydes minus 135. UFC doing that comes up versus Nate headliner because they need a good pay-per-view style this year. Yeah. Fisherman, Aspinall gonna win, period. Papa Chuck, I want to see Nick Diaz versus Darren Till on that Nate Boris card. Retire them both. Yeah, no crap.
I'm down with that.
Curtis Blaydes for me. Let's get to this next fight. We got fight number 7. We got Mark Diakiese versus Damir Hadzovic. Can't remember who started the last one.
I think I'm up here.
Okay.
I got Mark Diakiese here. I think he's just going to be the overall better fighter here. He's going to have the better striking. He's going to be quicker. He does have good wrestling. We saw in his last fight, which I was pretty impressed with, actually. I didn't think he would wrestle as much as he did against Borishev, but he was able to hold him down and do really good. So I think he can have a lot of success doing it that way, too. I think he's going to have the better striking. He's more technical. He's more explosive. Damir, I mean, he's got okay striking and okay grappling, but he's just nothing special. I think this is a no-brainer pick of the week, like, for me. Like, I just think Diakiese comes in here and pretty much does what he wants. He can wrestle or strike and just win this fight. I see it by decision. Yeah. Well, I don't see a finish, but it's Mark's fight to lose here.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm with you. Mark is there's 2 complete 100% locks of the nights for me. And I usually don't say that because it's hard to say that, but Mark Diakiese is better everywhere. Damir Hadzovic 35, almost 36. Decent striking, okay power. Doesn't knock anybody out. Knocked out Marcin Held on a weird knee after he was getting dominated the whole fight, and that was back in the day. Damir Hadzovic has the terrible takedown defense. Some of the worst takedown defense I've ever seen. His takedown defense like 35%, and it's not even against good guys. Like Cristiano Giagos took him down 7 times. Alan Patrick took him down 9 times. Come on, man. Mark Diakiese can beat him striking, and Mark Diakiese is going to take him down. He's smart enough to use use fight IQ. He took Borishev down 11 times, shot 20 takedowns. Crazy cardio. Demir slows down. So as long as Diakiese doesn't get crazy knocked out by something weird, which he does. I mean, he went 3 hard rounds with Rafael Fiziev. You know what I mean? He did get caught with that knee by Rafael Alves, but that dude's 35 times more explosive than Demir Hadzovic could ever want to be. So give me Mark Diakiese. I got him as a lock. I got him parlayed with another person coming up, and then I got him parlayed with another person coming up and Makiev. So I think Diakiese's a lock. Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. It's a no-brainer. I don't want to take your word, but that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, it is a no-brainer.
Best of Wrestling podcast said Diakiese wins easy. Yeah, and Diakiese's actually good, dude, and he's got good fight IQ. Any Action Sportscast, he said I agree. Saba, Fisherman, Mark parlay piece, and by decision, maybe finish. I see that Mark ain't much of a finisher, so I'm with you on that decision. Yeah. Man. I see him just grappling the shit out of Demir, but Demir does slow down in that 3rd round, and Mark could finish him with the sub in that 3rd round. So that's the only thing I was like, I don't think he KOs Demir or nothing like that, but I think he could sub him when Demir gassed in the 3rd. He looked terrible. He almost got finished by Yancy Medeiros in that 3rd round in his last fight.
Yep.
Yeah, Blaydes more experience, and in his opinion, definitely more experience. Yep. Saba, Diakiese was prime Khabib against Slava. Man, nobody expected that. Yeah, Mark Nurmagomedov. That's who I'm expecting to show up Saturday. I bet on Mark Nurmagomedov, dude. That's who I bet on. Fisherman said Mark Makiev locks. Yeah. Yep. Papa Chuck, I think Diakiese may sneak out a finish here. He could in the 3rd. I'm with you on that one, Papa Chuck. The Burns, did Diakiese become NCAA wrestler, or I just fade Slava against any JV wrestler? No, man. If you actually watch, Mark Diakiese's used some wrestling a lot in his career. Like, not a lot, but enough. Like, he used some, who was it against? I think Lando Venata. If I could get to his record, he's got another dude that I watched him take down a lot too and hold down. He's got Joe Duffy. He was beating up Joe Duffy on the ground, and Joe Duffy had good submission game out of Ireland. But yeah, man, Diakiese all day. Yeah, Dirty Red said Diakiese decision. Effie said this line is actually correct. Mark gonna smoke this guy. Facts. Saba said Cody close to 800 subs. Yes, sir. I've been getting some good subs, man. I appreciate everybody that subs and comments on me and Johnny's stuff and Instagram, all that, man. I have a good time now. Busy, super busy.
We'll get you there.
Yeah, man. I want to get 1,000, just to make me feel good about all the work I put in by the time I got a year in. And I think that, like we said, that's like end of August or September. I'll have to look. Yeah. It was whenever my first card ever was Ortega versus Volkanovski.
I want to say that was like maybe late September or early August, around that range.
Okay. Yep. Exactly. That's why he's a parlay piece and an overprop, right? Effie Slava is is a one-dimensional fighter. Showed good fight IQ to me. At least he trains with Team Alpha Man was kind of stuffing a little bit of the takedowns in that first round, but dude, Demir's not going to do that. If you watch him, dude, Demir Hadzovic terrible at takedown defense, like just terrible, dude. And his gas tank's terrible, and he's almost 36 now. Let's see, Saba, Ankalaev minus 500 against Anthony Smith. This is horrible.
I don't like that line at all.
It's another Makiev thing, though, man, because Ankalaev ain't going to lose. If he needs to, he can take Smith down.
There's tons of value on Smith, man.
Definitely. Oh, yeah, definitely. But I just don't see he would have to get a knockout because, you know what I mean? He can't take Ankalaev down. I ain't going to submit him. Maybe he pulls the Paul Craig on him.
Smith has some sneaky submissions. He's pretty well rounded. Like I mean, I'm not saying Ankalaev's not, but
yeah.
It's a weird close fight. And Smith has looked good in his last couple of fights. I don't know.
We'll get he got them. Yeah, he got them step downs. He like against Ratchet looked terrible. But all right, so let's see. SK, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us. He says, whose winning streak is ending this weekend? Craig, Chris Curtis, and/or Aspinall. And I am going to go with Christopher Curtis.
If I had to pick one. Ooh, I like them all. I don't know. I think they don't. None of them do.
None? Okay. I picked Chris Curtis. I mean, I picked Hermanson. I didn't bet him, but I picked him. Effie said, Cody 100% deserves 1K subs. Thank you, Effie. And Effie, man, everybody go subscribe to his channel. He's about to get to 100 subs. And this dude's won like 4 weeks in a row. And he's up a ton of units, like 30 units or something so far. knows his stuff, man. Everybody check out his show, and it's a cool, fun show, dude. He'd be chugging energy drinks and doing all kinds of stuff. I love it. Fisherman, yo, Cody, are you gonna post the bets recap on Instagram like you used to do? Yeah, I'm gonna get to that. I did a little video this week for the thing, but I just was busy, man. I was going on vacation, doing a bunch of stuff, doing all this YouTube. So, but I do want to get back to that. I'm gonna do it after this weekend for sure, man. Appreciate you being on my Instagram and checking us out here, though, Fisherman. Hit that like button like you stole something there, right? Definitely smash it. Yep. We got David Banner. Curtis looks the most beatable in this matchup, in my opinion. Yeah. Addicted to Combat. What's up, man? He said, "What's up, boys? Geek for this card, the London card." Yeah, man. I appreciate you. He's got a good page too. Everybody go check out Addicted to Combat's page because he has a good YouTube page with great information on all these fights too. Really knows his stuff.
For sure.
Double O Fisherman, Paul Craig submission winning streak is unbelievable. Yeah, and he's finished all 16 of his wins too. So if he wins, it's going to be by finish. Saba off topic again, but I might bet Tai Tuivasa by knockout against Gane. That line is definitely going to be worth the shot, and he ain't winning no decision. So
I would tell you this, like after seeing Gane versus Ngannou, like man, Tai Tuivasa has a slightly better chance of winning than I would have thought.
Maybe.
I was underwhelmed with Gane's performance there. I don't know why.
Ducking them haymakers from Ngannou, bro. He turned Ngannou into a wrestler.
It just takes one shot. Just takes one.
Right. The problem is Tai can't turn into a wrestler. That's the thing. If he starts getting beat up by Gane, like he's just gonna get beat up. But yeah, man. I mean, it's worth a flyer, dude. I'm sure. And if you bet it by KO.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna bet that fight at all because the line's crazy. But I'm just saying, like, I think Tai has a slightly better chance than he normally would have. Let's put it that way.
Yep. Johnny said he ain't putting in no more bets until the end of October. He said he took his whole bankroll. It's on Charlie Olives, man. I can't blame him.
If that line gets crazier, man, I'm just gonna put more money on it, and I'm just gonna wait it out until that fight, dude.
Right. Abel Polanco, what's up, Abel? He said, main event to not go the distance. My parlay anchors.
Yep.
Back, dude. I cannot see that one going. Fisherman says Craig is most likely to have his win streak broken. I would, out of all of them, yeah. Fisherman, okay, cool. Hear you, my bad. Forgot you said you were going on vacation. Oh, no, you're good, bro. You're good. I got to get back to it. I do need to get back to it. I enjoyed doing that. Effie said, thanks, Cody. Those were beers, bro. Were they beers? The one I watched, I thought he said there was energy. Yeah.
We were talking about this in the chat. We thought they were energy drinks, and he's like, no, they're beers.
Yeah, I thought, well, I don't know why I thought they was energy drinks. Yeah, they were beers, chugging them.
That's why I started laughing.
My boy Ice Viking, what's up, man? I really appreciate you showing up, man. This dude really knows his stuff too. I wish he had a YouTube channel. I would watch it. He said, "What's up, guys?" in chat. He said, "Been listening at work here." Smith went on a week-long holiday to Aruba during training camp. Oh wow. Which Smith? Anthony Smith.
Aruba.
So,
I love Aruba.
Yeah. I don't think they got good MMA training there though. So that's some good information right there, Ice Viking. I may or may not already have Ankalaev in a parlay, so I may be a little biased when we're ready to argue for it. It makes sense, right? Saba said, you guys picked in that fight. I had Francis by knockout. Yeah, I had a Gane. I picked Gane, man, and he looked good till he went for that fucking knee bar. What line did you guys get on Olives? I haven't got him yet. I actually fucking forgot yesterday.
Plus 200. Cody.
I just realized right now.
Sending you reminders every day.
I just realized I forgot.
Oh my God. He's going to be like plus 130 next time you go to the casino.
I'm going to get him at minus 110. Watch. It should be, dude. Y'all seen a thing?
I got him at plus 200.
That's craziness.
Waited immediately. I jumped.
I'm so mad. I can't believe I forgot to do that. I completely didn't even.
You're like,
all right.
An extra trip.
Yeah, I might have to go back there on the way to work tomorrow. SK said, if you guys were to place 10 units on any fighter to win on UFC London, who would it be and why?
Interesting.
Molly McCann or Mark Diakiese? They're both levels above.
Yeah, I would say Diakiese for sure. If I wanted to go risky, Aspinall.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm pretty confident, but
Right. Luke said, "Do Bronx, let's go." Yep. Ice Viking, Anthony Smith, yes. Herb Dean is the gold state. Yeah, he's saying for about going to Aruba. Herb Dean said that's decent. I'm seeing a lot of people saying it should be closer to a pick 'em. It should be. It should be, dude. I mean, it should be. Islam's got to beat him by wrestling, and that's Charlie's game is submissions and wrestling and stuff.
Like I saw that the odds opened up at plus 215, and I didn't even see 215. I only saw plus 200. I would have I should have just thrown the rest of my bankroll on that bet and just say, hey guys, like you said, I'm not betting anymore. I threw all my money on olives. Like it's my bet until then.
At plus 200, and you just triple your whole bankroll, get your bankroll back plus 2 times it. Yeah. Yeah, he said, I don't know where y'all take the odds, but Betway don't have these odds. Some places don't got them out that early.
Yeah, just
some reason that
the sports book.
Right. So at the casino, they've been having them out like 4 weeks in advance now. So that's been pretty cool for me. I don't know how people can be confident against Curtis Blaydes. He's going to prove wrong. Maybe.
I'm pretty
maybe. Johnny was betting on Charles as the news came out on the screen. Yep. This motherfucker is back. Naked HD, man. Quit it. Quit playing a game, man. Come on here with some MMA shit, bro.
My hand at least $5 a piece. Go on my hands.
Hey, bro. That's probably Johnny K posting them, and it takes you right to his only hands. Saba's been sending me more of them videos, man. You gotta stop opening them boxes, man. Saba's loving it.
I appreciate all the OnlyFans support.
Yep. Remember we called Lauren Murphy a froghead? Ankalaev looks like a raccoon, so he's raccoon head from now on. Yeah, he does. Look, got the Abe Lincoln and all that. All them dudes do. It's weird. Herb Dean, let's not get carried away. Islam has a solid shot. Oh yeah. Fisherman, here's the bots again. Yeah. Duncan, what's up, man? Appreciate you joining us. He said, Craig, by subs, easy money. Fisherman, fucking scammer. Yep. S-Key, a lot of people pick and do Bronx, but if it's a pick, Makiev might have to. All right, we'll have to go through some of these a little quicker. We got Paul Craig Oezdemir, Volkan Oezdemir. And this one, I got to take Paul Craig, dude. He's on this long streak. Volkan Oezdemir hasn't knocked out anybody in 5 years. I know he's got a way better chance to knock Craig out on the feet, but Craig's striking isn't too bad. And if Craig pulls guard or is able to land a takedown off a missed shot, a missed punch or something from Volkan, man, he's going to be able to get the submission. And if anything happens, if Volkan stuns Paul Craig and then follows him to the ground, he's getting triangle choke. So I'm taking Paul Craig. And I got him by submission in that first round because, he's finished every single one of his opponents. So first or second round sub. Yeah. Who you got?
Yeah, it's the same thing for me. Obviously, Volkan's going to have the better striking. And Craig, all he needs to do is somehow either get a takedown. He needs to pull guard. He needs to jump on Volkan when he slips or something weird. He needs to take his back with a weird exchange or like a striking exchange or something, and it's going to be game over. Like that's all he needs. He needs that one little opportunity, and he's going to get that sub. Volkan could, play it safe for 15 minutes, but do you really want to bet on Volkan to play it safe for 15 minutes against probably one of the best submission threats in the light heavyweight division? Like he's probably the best, if not second best.
Maybe Glover, but I don't know. I think Paul Craig's got way more submit. He's more. Glover beats you down with ground and pound. Yeah. So I'm with you, man.
He's so sneaky and dangerous. Like he's the more dangerous fighter here, and I just gotta pick him at plus money. It's crazy not to.
Right. He's got wins over Jamal Hill and Magomed Ankalaev, and people still just like, well, he gets lucky. Man, I don't know. Nikita Krylov. Like after a while, dude, it's like this shit ain't luck. He just
one time good. Is. 2 times, okay, more than 3 times, like that's not luck. That's like skill. Right.
And man, Volkan, he's good, but I've never been like that high on him where I think he's just some murderer. Like I think even Nikita Krylov could beat him. Like
true.
He's all right. He's got one knockout over Ilir Latifi in the last 5 years. He can knock out Craig, definitely, but I got Craig.
Good. Don't think he will.
Did you put a bet on it?
I got Craig at plus 125. I jumped on it early. I know he's at like plus 140 now, but
right.
I'm gonna do a sub Paul Craig sub bet too. I might do like a two prop parlay of like finishes. So I might do Aspinall by finish too.
Right.
Like plus 600 or something like that.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Herb said, I'm telling you, Volkan by decision is a good value in my opinion. I bet it. Paul Craig's only went to decision one time, and that was with that draw with Shogun Hua. And they had a draw, but like Shogun Hua is a savage on the ground. Like he's a legit black belt where he's not just going to get submitted. So he can roll around with Paul Craig. And that's why, but no other fight of Paul Craig's has ever went to decision. And Volkan, he's a finisher too. I mean, you know, he gets finished or he knocks people out. So I don't know, but maybe. I bet Volkan by decision has to be really good odds, man. And yeah, man, I bet the under. I got this with the Nathaniel Wood. I got this under the Nathaniel Wood over. So I hope it don't go to decision.
No, yeah. I don't. I mean, like you said, I think it's going to be sub or knockout. I don't see it going to decision.
Right. Best Wrestling Podcast said Craig by sub. The Burns said didn't study anything for this card and just threw a unit on Craig. Gut feeling. Why not? He's on the streak. Volkan's, on the decline. He's on the winning streak. Yeah. Greatest submission artist in the light heavyweight division. If not, though, that's how I feel. Who else is submitting dudes like this? Not even.
Charlie Olive. That's about it.
Yeah. No shit. And I mean, I don't even know if he's got as many. But he's doing it even different because Charlie Olive is usually fucking clubbing stuff, beating the shit out of someone. But like, I mean, not that he couldn't. Charlie Olives could easily just take you down and sub you. But yeah man, I love Paul Craig, and the dude's a savage, dude. He's gonna fight for your money, even if he loses. He's gonna come out mean and fight for your money. Everything could happen in MMA. Thiago Santos dropped Ankalaev last time he did. Ratchik fucked up his knee. Brian Ortega's shoulder coming out. Able 95 finish rate for Craig. Parlaying fight doesn't go the distance is an excellent pick. Plus Volkan's a finisher, so light heavyweight. Yep. Effie said Craig's luck runs out Saturday. Effie is on that. Volkan.
It's not luck.
Yeah, I can't blame you for that pick. Let's see. Submission king in the UFC history is Damian Maia. Definitely, but he's not in it no more. Yeah. But definitely, Damian Maia was the man, dude. I liked him and especially being straight just a jiu-jitsu guy. A little bit of wrestling, jiu-jitsu, no striking. I love Damian Maia.
Maia was middleweight, right? Or was he light heavyweight?
He fought at 185, then moved down to 170. Fought a lot of his career at 170. Fought for the title against like Tyron Woodley and stuff. Yeah. Ice Viking Volkan hasn't looked as dangerous recently, but who knows? Maybe him and Gus show up looking like killers training with Kamzat now. Maybe. But they're a little older. Well, Gus is. Fisherman, me and Johnny went on Curtis and Craig early, thinking the odds were going to drop, but they went up. Yeah.
Craig was going to be more of a pick 'em because, Craig's on a roll and Volkan's not. But it went the other way. I'm like, this is weird.
Right. The fuck is this thing doing? All right. Herb Dean said, I hear you. I'm just counting on Volkan being too scared to follow him to the ground. Oh, for the finishes. Yeah, I got you. Like when he drops you, I got you. No, I know. Yeah. Bro, it could be a great bet with great odds. Sean O'Malley going to be at UFC London. That's cool. Dirty Red said, overachiever versus underperformer. Why not Craig here? Exactly. That's good stuff. Effie, Craig got cracked by Alonzo Menafield. He can only pull guard and win for so long. Yeah, but that one against Alonzo Menafield was dumb because Craig threw like a fucking spinning roundhouse kick to the body and completely missed, and Menafield just cracked him. So it wasn't like they was squared up doing – because, dude, Paul Craig's striking isn't that bad. He's got good knees in the clinch. But I'm with you, though. Volkan's the better striker, for sure. Paul Craig here all day. Ice Viking. I parlayed this fight in main event. Both not to go the distance is a fucking lovely bet. That's a great bet, Ice Viking. I mean, I don't see how that doesn't hit. SK, I think Gustafsson is a live dog. Maybe. Abel says Sabo true. I think that Magomedov wins by decision in this. All right, next fight is fight number 9. We got Molly McCann versus Hannah Goldie. Who you got here?
This is one of my no-brainer picks of the week. We're gonna go with Molly McCann here. Just like the Diakiese fight, she's better everywhere. Like she's better wrestler, better striker, better fighter. Like I just don't see how Molly McCann loses unless she just gets a fluke injury. Like it's that easy. I'm not gonna break it down anymore. She's just better. She's a better fighter here. She's gonna be in London. She's gonna have the judges on her side. She's gonna have all the energy like last time. I'm not saying she's gonna do like a spinning back elbow like to the face again, but she should cruise in this fight, even more so than the last fight.
Right.
It's just this is an easy, like, her odds are way high, and I get it, and I wouldn't touch it at like minus 400 just in case, because it's women's MMA. But I got her at minus like 280, like early, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I'm with you. Molly McCann to me is the biggest lock on this card, for the pure fact that her opponent's not dangerous at all. Hannah Gold is not dangerous. She got that submission over Emily Whitmire to save her UFC job. Emily Whitmire is like 4-5 in her career. Terrible, dude. She got lost to Hannah Granger. Molly McCann is a badass fighter. I've been watching her whole career. She's well-rounded. She's got really good boxing. The only people that I've really seen beat Molly McCann is great wrestlers. Talia Santos, Jillian Robertson, good wrestlers with good BJJ. And that was way earlier in her career with Jillian Robertson. But Laura Proposia or whatever, or Laura something. She actually got cut, but she was a black belt. She was able to control Molly a little bit. But dude, Molly's number 24 in the world, and Hannah Goldie's number 78 in the world. Hannah Goldie only has 8 fights. Like, she has no experience. Molly McCann is going to tear her up. I got Molly McCann and Mark Diakiese in one parlay, 310 to win 250. And then I got Molly McCann, Mark Diakiese, and Mohamed Makiev in a parlay, 210 to win 200. And I think them are all locks. I really do. I think they're levels above their opponent, you know?
Yeah, I got McCann and Diakiese, and I think I got Patty with that in my parlay, my other parlay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, man. It's a parlay heaven this week, but you just got to watch. There's going to be 1 or 2 landmines, 1 or 2 bed shitters, so we got to watch who that is. So I said, remember how horrible that ref was in the fight with Craig Brazil? Yeah, I just watched his arm hang around. What if Craig does the man dance? That arm, bro. Molly, third lock. And she might even get a finish because, dude, Luana Carolina is a tough girl. And not only did she finish her with that spinning elbow in the third, but she had her hurt in the first and almost finished her. And if she fucking hits Hannah Goldie with that same shot, she's going to finish her when she gets her up against Kit. Hannah Goldie's not good at MMA, dude.
That's why I'm staying away from the over, because normally I would probably play the over here, but for some reason, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stay away. Just Molly McCann. Like, that's it. Like, no overs, no unders. Just Molly McCann, the lock of that's the bet to do.
Right. Saba said we did miss the Jones-Klein fight because I had that back. I left the blank page, so it's back here. But who do you got real quick in that?
I got Jones. I know he's coming in on short notice, but I think he's the better fighter. He's going to be the bigger guy as well. He's actually a really good wrestler. So I know Klein, he wrestled his last fight against, I think it was Devontae Smith. So I don't think he's going to have the same advantages. Like, it's going to be close on the feet, but I think Jones can take him down and just basically control him and just kind of wear him out. I don't know how Jones' cardio is. I'm staying away from this
Phenomenal
fight. Jones, though.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm on Jones. He better protect himself. I'm not going to bet it because Ludovic Klein could left kick him in the fucking head because Jones is very hittable. But other than that, Jones is really good. We're really well-rounded, good boxing, good movement, good clinch, good takedowns, good jiu-jitsu. Ludovic Klein, small for 155. He gasses out a little bit. I got Mason Jones by third round finisher decision.
Okay.
Best of wrestling. McCann is in the parlay all day. Herb Dean, if Leavitt wins and twerks, do you see I mean, I see everybody in the crowd jumping in and fucking him up.
Patty would be done. He'd be done.
Yeah,
he can't beat this fight.
Bro, if I fought MMA and UFC, I'd never even take that Jordan Leavitt fight. You can't even. That's a career ender, bro. You lose to him. Not only do you lose to him, but then he twerks on your ass. Shit. I'm finding you in the locker room after that shit. After I wipe my tears and all that shit and get back to normal, I'm fucking jumping you. Jumping you, fucking Jordan. I'd go on his YouTube and put all kinds of bad messages like "fuck you, man," twerk on me. Let's see. Are you playing Moneyline Wrestling? Yeah. I don't. Yeah. If Molly wins, what's her celebration? She just goes no. She gets the championship belt out, hugging Patty to steal her hype, right? Yeah. Yeah, brother. I got Makiev, Mark, and Molly, and Makiev, Mark, and Molly.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that the same bet? That's the same bet.
That's the same bet. Yeah, you freaked me out right there. Yeah, I agree. Double bubble. Bubble.
I like it.
RDO, what's up, boys? What do you think would be the best fight to parlay with Patty? Either
McCann or Diakiese.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Yeah. If you're looking for real money, then go with Aspinall or Patty. Or he already has Patty, but Aspinall or something like that. But I like to play safe. Tyler Lapis will fight Khalid Taha at UFC Paris. That'd be a good fight. That'd be a banger. Johnny, exactly what striking defense is so bad. Goldie just might get finished early. She's terrible, dude. She is really and McCann is a savage girl. Like I said, her losses are only when she gets wrestled down and held down. But other than that, she's a fucking fighter and she is a savage and she'll go for the finish.
Well, you kind of saw in her last fight too. She was so pumped up that it was in London. Like she was feeding off the crowd. Like she was before in the round and she almost got it, like you said. So.
Yep. All right, boys, let's move. We're going to have to hurry up a little bit on these last couple fights. But fight number 10, Nikita Krylov, Gustafsson. I'll start this one off. I'm taking Nikita Krylov. Gustafsson hasn't won in 5 years. He hasn't fought in 2 years. His last fight, he looked terrible. Granted, up at heavyweight against Fabricio Verdun. We can forgive that. But the fight before that, he didn't look all that great against Anthony Smith. Moving around, kind of got a little tired, ended up getting finished. And that was 3 years ago. He retired that night, took his gloves off, retired. Heart ain't in it no more. So I'm taking Krylov. And plus Gustafsson's looked terrible on the ground in his last 3 fights. John Jones took him down pretty easy and beat the shit out of him. Unlike the first fight, he wasn't able to, but now he was. Fabricio took him down. It's almost like Gustafsson gives up now. So I expect Krylov to get the takedown in the first or second round, start working him a little bit and get a finish. I honestly expect Gustafsson to kind of pack it in at some point as soon as he starts losing. So.
Yeah, same with me. I'm going with Krylov here. I think he's the more. He's the more active fighter, obviously, and then the 2-year layoff just really. I hate fighters when they have more than like a year off. It just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I just can't back them as much as I would, and I just think Krylov's super well rounded. He's good, very good striking, very good wrestling. Like I know he did a stupid mistake against Paul Craig last London card. Let's be honest, but he was dominating that fight until that one spot, and it wasn't lucky because Paul Craig is that good. Okay,
right.
But, I like Krylov here a lot. He's the more active guy. He has tons of more experience in fights, and I can't back Gustafsson. You can't give me maybe plus 500. I'd back him, sure.
Right, and Krylov's been fighting a lot recently. He's looked good. He's like 30 years old. Gustafsson's 35, going on 36, dude, and just like heart ain't in it. I don't know why I don't know if he's doing it for money or what. I do like the fact he's going down to light heavyweight, so then he's obviously going to be in shape. But I just don't think his heart's in it. And I think anytime this fight gets tough, he's going to check out.
You retire, throw your gloves in the middle of the ring, you're already out.
Yeah, yeah, and now he's coming back, and like you said, he's lost. He's on 0-3. I don't see how anybody bets on Gustafsson. I think
it's going to take one bad round, and then he's going to give up.
Yeah. Krylov, Gustafsson just washed up. Sorry to say, yep. Saba's taking Krylov, but don't bet. Yeah, I didn't bet this fight either.
I'm not betting it though.
Herb Dean said too late, Saba. He already bet it. I was gonna bet it. I'm pretty confident on Krylov. I didn't bet it, but I'm pretty confident on him. I'm pretty confident he gets a finish too, because he's finished like 27 of 29 wins or something like that. So Krylov has bad fight IQ, some randomness. What's up, bro? Krylov has bad fight IQ sometimes, so this fight basically ring rust versus fumbles. Yeah. Fisherman said not betting this fight. Me neither. Here is the people's main event, the real one, Paddy Pimblett versus Jordan Leavitt. And who starts this one?
I'll do it real quick.
Okay.
I got Paddy. I know we kind of talked about it here.
Right.
There's just a clear advantage here, and it's on the feet. Paddy is going to be the stronger guy, more power, the better striking. And Paddy, like we even said it earlier, like Paddy's striking is like semi-good. Like Jordan Leavitt has like subpar at best striking. Right. All he does is kick. That's it. So to me, if Paddy can keep this fight on the feet, he can outstrike him, outpoint him, and potentially knock him out. Like grappling, it'll be close. Like don't get me wrong, both guys are very good grapplers. And Jordan Leavitt's not the biggest guy. Like Paddy's going to be bigger. It's going to be hard for him to take him down. He doesn't have great wrestling. So this is I want to say this is another lock for me, and I'm going to say it. Paddy is a lock. I'm a Monkey King guy.
You are. You've won a lot of money off him.
Yeah, I bet him like 2 or 3 times, and he won as an underdog. Like I can't do it this time. This is the fight that everyone says like Paddy's going to get exposed, this isn't the one. But for Leavitt, this is the one that's going to get exposed.
Yeah, man, that was perfect what you said. I'm with you. Patty's bigger. Patty's going to have the striking advantage. Patty might have the wrestling and grappling advantage. I'm going with Patty. I actually did not. I did not get a bet on this fight. I was going to bet him because my girlfriend was like, you should bet him, bet Patty Pimblett. He's going to win. And then I asked my daughter, I'm like, who's going to win, Jordan Leavitt or Patty Pimblett? And she kept saying Jordan Leavitt, so I just stayed away, man. But I do like Patty Pimblett a lot in this fight. I just think it's going to be a weird-ass fight, but I like Patty, man. I like Patty. But and here's your boy, my boy, Defensoria. Hi, Cody and Johnny. What's up, bro? Thank you for joining us. He's a crazy guy with us, man, but he's a good dude and funny. Best wrestling podcast, Patty by KO, baby, at plus 250. That's good. Effie, Craig is lucky and his opponents suck ass at not getting submitted after dominating.
Oh.
Just try.
Jamal,
hot take.
Fuck ass.
Hot take. The Burns, Patty needs to destroy Leavitt and be a huge juice favorite so I can fade him against anyone in the top 20, right? I don't know who Jordan Leavitt is. SK, yeah. Fisherman, go Patty the baddie, go Patty the baddie. Yup. Effie, Jordan talking nonsense before this fight. He is, too.
Yeah, that's good. He's getting some hype.
Right.
Probably
Herb said,
hype, to be honest.
Right. And they're getting some weird hype on it. That's for sure. Want to say proper access to Leavitt has to win round one on all the judges' scorecards to cash it. And I think he could if he's going to win one because Leavitt comes out hard in that first round too, and he kind of slows down though. He said, I have a theory. Jordan has a crush on Patty, so he will take the fight to the ground to be mounted. Mounted. Yeah, his twerking nonsense is ridiculous. It is, dude. Terrible betting strategy here, Cody. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think my daughter knows what she's talking about.
Sometimes you gotta go.
Because I did like him. And then, like I said, Stephanie was telling me that, my girl, and I'm like, all right, I'll bet him just so she can have some fun. But then my daughter put that bad juju on it. So I was like, man, Patty is in the best shape he's ever been in. Yeah, Patty gonna win. Don't worry. Yep, he has a good mindset. Twerking teabags. Yeah. All right. And we are to the co-main event. We got Jack Hermanson versus Chris Curtis. I'll start this one. Man, this is going to be a great fight. Jack Hermanson on a full camp was supposed to fight Darren Till. Darren Till pulled out a couple of weeks ago. Chris Curtis just fought about 3 weeks ago. Kind of had a tough fight, to be honest. He actually took a lot of hard jabs and some punches. So, I mean, he's still got to be a little sore from that fight. He stopped 20 takedowns. But in this fight, man, I like Hermanson's going to be bigger. He's going to be 3 inches bigger, 2.5 inches of reach, where Curtis used to fight at 170. Now he's up at 185. Hermanson's just like a naturally bigger dude. Chris Curtis is thick as hell, though. But I really like Hermanson here, dude, to get a decision win, because I think Hermanson might be able to get a takedown, get a little control time on Curtis in the first round, because Curtis's takedown defenses look good in the UFC, but he's been taken down in other organizations. Like, it's not like he's like, and Rudolph Vieira doesn't have the best wrestling. But Chris Curtis, man, I think that maybe Hermanson can get him down, get a little control time in that first round. And I wasn't impressed with Chris Curtis's striking against Rudolfo Vieira, dude, to be honest. Like, he lost that first round. I think he won 29-28, lost the first round. And then the rest of the striking, he was kind of getting jabbed up. Like, he threw a lot of good body shots, but he's kind of low output too. But I think Jack Hermanson, he struck good with Marvin Vettori. He struck good with Sean Strickland, where one judge actually gave him the fight in that one. And I think Sean Strickland's better than Chris Curtis. I know they trained together, but I just think that Jack Hermanson is tough enough to not get knocked out by freaking Chris Curtis. I think it's going to be a low output fight. I'm going to pick Jack Hermanson by decision. Didn't bet him. I bet the over. I got it at minus 115. I bet the over. So that's the route I took. But I do got Jack Hermanson by decision.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Curtis. I'm going to give it a shot here. I just, like, on the feet, this is where I think the fight's going to take place. And maybe there might be one takedown that Hermanson gets, but Hermanson, to me, he's not good at getting people down. Like, it takes him a while, and it's really tough for him to get a takedown. But once he does get you down, like, it's game over. So that's the good thing with Jack. But after watching Curtis the last, 3 fights, you know what he is. He can stuff takedowns, and he can strike. He got decent cardio. Like, I know he kind of looked gassed in his last fight a little bit, but I think it was because he had to stop 20 takedowns.
Right.
I don't think Hermanson's going to do 20 takedowns. I think he's going to try once or twice, maybe 3 times, and if he doesn't get it, he's going to keep the fight on the feet, and that's going to be a bad thing, because I like Curtis more on the feet, and I know Jack has decent striking, but he's hittable. He's kind of chinny. We've seen him get a little bit at times, and Curtis likes to go to the body, especially later in the fights. That he might start slow, but he'll speed up as the fight goes on, and then he'll work the body, and somehow he gets the win. So I'm going to go Curtis here. I know it's short notice, taking a stab. It's a pick 'em, so I could see it go either way, though.
Right. Yeah. Another thing with Chris Curtis, like he was losing against Phil Hawes until he caught Phil Hawes, because Phil Hawes just gets in crazy exchanges. He was even doing it against Wynn and kind of getting froze a little bit. And he was losing against Brandon Allen too, before he ended up getting that knockout. So, and I think that Jack Hermanson's levels above them two dudes. You know, maybe I like Phil Hawes a lot, but I think Jack Hermanson eats Brandon Allen up. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, I think it's going to be a good fight, though. I couldn't bring myself to betting it. I know, the odds, it's really close going up and down, but I got that over at -115. And Chris Curtis can be low output. And if Jack Hermanson ain't able to, like, say he lands a takedown in the first round, but ain't able to land no more in the second or third, like he did against Strickland and Marvin Vettori, then he'll start striking. And it's going to be a lower output striking match because he doesn't put himself in bad positions, really. And Chris Curtis, like I said, he can be low output. I like how he goes to the body, but. Do you got any bets on this?
No, I'm going to stay away from it just because I don't like the short notice. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't even want to do the over-under or nothing. I'm just going to stay away.
Right. Yeah. Best of Wrestling podcast said Curtis by decision, which I like. I mean, I just like the decision. I don't care who wins. Excuse me, guys. I just need that over.
Yeah.
Fisherman, he said, I'm from Canada and going to do the same thing. Because, Defensora said, I'm from Mexico, but we'll be screaming out loud like if I were on London. Go Patty the bad. That's a good entrance that he has, man. Let's see. SK said the action man all day had Hermanson beating Till, but not Curtis, which is
true. I did
understandable. Yeah. Effie, any action sportscast. I think Jack winning this fight. Wish I got plus money though. Yeah. I tend to fade Jack every time, and I'm not fading Curtis again until he loses. Dirty Reg said that.
That's the thing too. I faded Curtis the first 2 times, and I'm not fading him again. I can't do it.
Right. Here's what I like, Effie, what he's saying here. He said Rodolfo was hitting Curtis and shooting from pretty far out because his wrestling is terrible. I think Jack is a big step up from that. And plus the travel and plus late notice, all that is really good. Really good. And Jack has better wrestling, way better wrestling than like he was wrestling Khamzat Chimaev. He got beat, but he's good enough to go out there and not just get fucking manhandled and just killed, So
I just some of the fights I saw, he struggles sometimes. I mean, he sometimes gets him down eventually, but it's not like an easy takedown. He needs to work for it up against the cage, and it takes him a while to get it. So he's not like a super easy takedown artist, if you want to say.
Right. Hermanson is the smart pick. Curtis is the let's fucking get it pick. Yes, obviously I get that. He's the hot commodity right now. But this is a huge step up. Ron Sizzle 402. What's up, bro? Thanks for joining us, man. He said Patty plus Molly plus Tom. Let's make some money this week. Let's go. And I like that. That's a solid, and it probably pays really good odds too. So
I might even do that.
Yep. Curtis, best body puncher in the UFC.
Go back to that one.
Oh yeah, this one right here. Patty plus Molly plus Tom.
Oh, maybe you just keep going.
That's a real good one though. I do like that parlay. That's Curtis, best body puncher in the UFC.
There we go. That's it.
Benio Dariush versus Mateus Gamrot added to UFC 280 on wow.
Insane.
Dude, I got to get me tickets to Abu Dhabi, dude. What the hell? That's the greatest card I've ever seen right now so far.
There's 4 fights announced. That's it.
And they're amazing. Yeah, Hermanson has good body locks against the cage. He made Khamzat work extremely hard in defending in the wrestling match. Yeah, and he's he's dangerous. That Jack Hermanson's arm and guillotine, but I'm not. That's why I took the over because I'm not that worried. Curtis never been submitted, so I'm hoping he doesn't get him in that. But yeah, man, Curtis on fire. Momentum is a real thing, definitely. Great point, Johnny. Curtis body work is nice. It really is. He wasn't hurting Rodolfo Vieira. Vieira didn't even finish him, and Vieira's terrible gas tank, but he was working that body good. But when he was doing it, he was getting pieced up in the face.
Yeah.
Effie, oh my God, Sabar. Yeah. All right, Curtis, parlay piece for sure. I'll sleep easy if Jack beats him. I can live with that, right? Not a bad pick at all. Effie, yeah. Mr. D, what's up, Mr. D, for showing up, bro? He said, keep in mind, Action Man was in Strickland's corner for the Hermanson fight. He was screaming 4-3, and we go home. Yeah, I just rewatched that too. He was. So he does. Maybe he definitely sees some shit. Manny from MMA Fight Club Invicta FC 48 starts in about 15 minutes. Time for the dual screens. Blood Money and JK with some women's MMA on the side. I know. I wish I knew how to do all that. Wish I knew it. Defensiora, I don't like guys, but if I liked, I would easily get married with Aspinall. He's tall, fights well, has English accent. Oh my God, what a man. He probably smells good. That's not even really debatable. Them are all good valid points on that. Wasn't expecting to read that, but you are correct. You are correct. All right, boys, main event time. Curtis Blaydes versus Tommy Boy Aspinall.
All right,
Johnny.
I'm going to go with Defensiora's favorite man here. I'm going to go with Aspinall here. He's a super quick. He's got power, great striking, great grappling, great BJJ, good wrestling. Like he's like the overall, like he's a great heavyweight fighter, like just top to bottom. But Curtis Blaydes, he's super solid, strong, good striking, great wrestling. And this is going to be a good fight. I'm going with Aspinall, though. He's the younger guy. I think he's quicker. I think he's just a little bit more dangerous, maybe like submission-wise. On the feet, I think they're both dangerous, don't get me wrong. But, man, I think Aspinall can wrap up a quick club and sub. Like, if he just stumbles Blaydes for a second, it's going to be like a guillotine or a rear naked choke real quick. So I feel like that's going to happen like in the first or second round. I don't know why, but I'm just Aspinall. He's going to be the quicker guy. He's on a roll. I mean, Blaydes is on a roll too. So I just like Aspinall. Let's put it that way. I'm biased, maybe.
Right. No, great. Man.
Great.
I'm with you on Aspinall, man. I haven't seen anything bad about him. The weird thing, a thing that I keep seeing, like, and thinking for some reason, because Aspinall is bigger. He's younger, he's bigger, he's taller, he's longer. Or actually, yeah, he's got a 2-inch reach disadvantage, but he's an inch taller. But he looked thicker when they faced off today. But like, I keep having this vision, dude, of like how he did it with Volkov. Like, I think that Tom Aspinall could actually hit his own takedowns.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because he has excellent timing, and he shoots a fast blast double. So like that could catch Curtis Blaydes off guard too, and he could submit Curtis Blaydes. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I just, man, his blast double is so fucking good. What he was hitting Volkov with, but yeah, man, I think because the little bit of size advantage, I think is going to help him on the wrestling defense. And he showed such good offensive wrestling that I got to imagine he's done a lot of wrestling and it's going to have some good defensive wrestling. You know what I mean? Curtis Blaydes does have great offensive wrestling, but he's slow. Like that's why he got knocked out against Derek Lewis, because he just ducks his head and tries to reach down and grab your legs. Like, he doesn't have the greatest time. He's shooting fast blast doubles, none of that shit. Get you up against the cage though and take you down. But Tom Aspinall, like you said, is going to have a huge speed advantage in the striking, and he's got really nice straight strikes. He's got a really freaking fast right hand right down the pipe, and he'll throw it 3 times in a row. Great knees in the clinch, like standing, like he hit Sergey Spivak with. Man, I'm all over Tom Aspinall. Yeah. I like Curtis Blaydes, but dude, Tom Aspinall, I haven't seen too many freaking heavyweights that move like him. To be a giant man, 6'5", fucking as big as he is, and to just he floats around, moves around. He's been training since he was a kid. I know Curtis was wrestling, but Tom Aspinall's dad trains. He has a gym and everything. So this dude's been for fighting his whole life. He's got professional boxing experience, so I'm going to say his hands are going to be better than Blaydes. And we just got to figure out if he's got a stamina and wrestling defense. But I don't even know, man. Blaydes might not even shoot that many takedowns. He hasn't been shooting that many takedowns since that Derek Lewis fight. So
he might be falling in love with his hands a little bit too much, because he has been knocking people out on the feet. So
right. But we both got Aspinall. Let's see who everybody else has. Missed the first fight tonight, but I think Claudio can pull an upset. Definitely a possibility. Yep. I was laughing about what Sava said for our range. Best wrestling. Honestly, I picked Blaydes to win, but I changed my mind after watching tape, going with Aspinall. That's why watching that tape's crucial, very, very important, because Blaydes is a beast. Yeah, man, Aspinall, dude, is like, this dude could be a champ and could be really, really special. Effie's so excited for this main event. Anderson, England, everybody's gonna be going nuts. It's gonna be nice. Luke Aspinall is legit, future champ. I'm with you, bro. SK Aspinall kept saying he hasn't shown us nothing. Always feels like Aspinall holds back in his fights. Yeah, because man, his hands are so. He's just good, dude. This kid seems like a phenom, to be honest. So, Effie, and if he beats Blaydes real easy, it's gonna be hard to get him at a good price. So, best.
I think that's what we even said last time Aspinall beat Volkov. I'm like, if I ever get Aspinall plus money, I'm jumping on that. I think that's why I did it.
And that was even before we seen what he did to Volkov, which look what the fuck he did to Volkov. It took Curtis Blaydes fought for his life. He literally went right life and death, almost got finished in the 5th. And fucking Aspinall just went out and destroyed him. And then you seen it's not like Volkov's on some decline or something. He came out and beat the shit out of Rosenstruck. So, hey, Jake Burston, what's up, bro? Appreciate you joining us, man. He said, I see a Blaydes versus Ngannou 2 type of stoppage for Tom early. Always so fast. That speed's going to kill. The speed is what's really had me going for Aspinall in this fight. That speed, man. Saba said Aspinall is a better striker, has good grappling with that BJJ finish threat, biggest prospect in the heavyweight division, and has this country behind him in the main event. That being said, Blaydes gets it. This motherfucker. Saba, man, but he makes good picks, man. I hope you're wrong though. Jake Burston. Tom double-legged Arlovsky and tripped Volkov. Only worry is that Blaydes gets the takedown first, right? But man, I like Aspinall to use. I think he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. He is a black belt. I don't even think that I know. So maybe he in a good get-up game, and you never know. Maybe he's got great cardio that we haven't seen yet. Blaydes gasses out, tries to wrestle.
I would like to see Aspinall on his back and see what he can do, because that'd be interesting.
I just want to see Blaydes on his back, laid out, sleeping like against Lewis. But right, yeah. Saba, I see on Twitter, diehard MMA versus MMA Jesus in the makings for the headliner at UFC 280 with Cody as ref and JK as ring girl, reported by Squiddard. Hey, dude, why is Dev and what's his name, Clint? What, they're going at it or something? I want to see that fight. I would definitely watch that fight.
Let me know. I want to see this.
That's what, yeah. We're gonna have to do some YouTube capper fights, bro. Set up like a Jake Paul type shit.
Hilarious.
Randomness said, I don't think Aspinall wants anything to do with the ground with Blaydes. Going for a sub against Blaydes, high risk. Yeah, I'm just saying with sub, going for the sub, like if Blaydes takes him down. But if he can take Blaydes down, I don't see Blaydes just like sweeping him or nothing. But you're right. I don't think Aspinall. I think Aspinall wants to piece him up on the feet. Yeah,
Blaydes' takedown defense is only 33%. I mean, I don't know how many times, like if it's a small sample size, but he gets the takedowns. Like I don't know how good he is defending them.
Dude, Blaydes is good, but dude, this speed that Tom Aspinall has is going to be very effective in this fight. Speed kills, dude. Speed kill. Look at Lauren Murphy. She beat up Miesha Tate. Miesha Tate was bigger, but she looked so fucking slow at 125.
She's
like a zombie. Yeah. Right here, Quicks. He said, "Let's go. Good luck this weekend, fellas. Glad I caught the last of it. We appreciate you showing up and throwing us a comment, bro. As always, too. MMA Fight Club, Blaydes via wrestling clinic. I hope not, but that is definitely a very real possibility. Fisherman makes me want to do a Molly Patty Aspinall. Yeah, that's a good one, man. Mr. D said Aspinall's interview on Mac Life is really good. I use interviews to see where fighters are at mentally. That's really good to do. He acknowledged that he threw too many punches at Arlovsky, tried to finish, very self-aware. This kid's smart, dude. And like I said, he's been training for his whole fucking life because of his dad. So I like to back that. Aspinall by finish. Yeah, Saba. This is a title shot eliminator. Yeah, I would say that. Definitely. Well,
I think so. I think
because then you got Blaydes versus Tuivasa, and then you got Jones versus Stipe for the interim. So it's like maybe the winner of this fight's the winner of Tuivasa, because then they're going to do because they're going to do they're going to do Stipe Jones, and then the winner of that's going to fight Ngannou. So the winner of this is probably going to fight the winner of Cyril Gane, which would be good because we never seen any of them dudes fight.
You know what might happen actually? It just depends on who wins these fights. Let's say Aspinall wins, and
Aspinall versus Gane would be the sickest fucking fight, dude.
Be that, and if you give me Aspinall plus money, I'll take it.
That would be a sick fight right there, dude. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, is this title eliminator? Fisherman says not since that Derek Lewis fight. Yeah, he hasn't been wanting to get them uppercuts. Tom Aspinall has good uppercuts too. Ice Viking. I got Aspinall and 2 parlays at plus 105, but made a little hedge when one of my books offered me Curtis lineup. Yeah, fuck, dude. That's awesome right there, dude. So you're in the money. You're already in the money no matter what. So he needs Lewis or he needs Blaydes to win, but
yeah,
we can't do that.
Nope.
Saba said range with the flying knee bar, flying triangle, Jimmy Flick style.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to watch that main card for the next week's pay-per-view in Spain. I hope you get to. I know you love your MMA, Saba, and I hope you have fun in Spain. I want to go visit Spain, Ibiza and all that. I want to visit that. I want to go there. Anyone down for a friendly wager? No odds. I got Aspinall straight up for 500.
I got Aspinall too. I can't bet that.
No, I got to hit the casinos. I like taking my money from the bookies, man. I like taking my money from, but that's a good bet though. Defenzio, we talked so much about feasties last live that the universe punished me after eating on the street yesterday. I got diarrhea today and went like 13 them street tacos. He caught that. What do they call that?
Monsuma's revenge.
Monsuma's revenge. Yeah. I had a buddy telling me about. They said he drank some water and shit out everything in his life.
That happened to me when we went to Cabo San Lucas. Like, oh man,
just terrible.
Straight water out for like a day.
Peeing out the old butt, huh? That's never fun.
Every 5 minutes, dude. I drink a sip of water and I'd have to go.
Yeah, and that's like the water is what was doing it, man. Down there. That's what my one buddy said. He said he drank 1 glass of water. Great show as always, man. I had fun again, man. The freaking chat, you guys are awesome, dude. Johnny sent in porn bots, got us a couple extra comments. Appreciate that. But yeah, man, everybody, dude, you guys are awesome. Thank everybody for showing up and hanging out with us again. Everybody that if you already haven't, because I've seen some new people in here tonight, go to JohnnyKpicks Instagram at JohnnyKpicks and follow him, man. Great stuff, great bets all week. You get some of his bets early. Go follow him on his YouTube at JohnnyKpicks for great content every week. If you like hands or MMA cards, check him out for his box breaks, which he's been hitting some crazy good cards, dude. So
he is hell, dude.
I like watching them because I get to see what happens without investing a ton of money. But he's been hitting, dude. You got the O'Malley's, you got the Aspinall auto, Sean Brady. I was gonna say Tom Brady. Sean Brady rookie out of 49.
Yep.
I love them blue disc. I love them disco cards. They look so cool. I got a bunch of Cyril Gone red disco rookies like that. Nice. But Differenza, my situation exactly like Johnny said. If you laugh hard, I should. Like, you want to hear a joke? No. SK, juicy parlay of Craig, Curtis, and Aspinall +7. And I like that, man. I like that. Like I said, I'm on Hermanson, but I'm not. I just bet the over. I'm not, confident. Saba, it was a great show again, guys. Let's go on Saturday and speak to y'all later. Saba would definitely be speaking to you, but if we don't see you again before the next live, have fun in Spain, bro. Enjoy that time, man. Get you some fun in the sun. And he must be nice. Saba's like 19. So
yeah.
Fuck it. It'd be nice to be young again, dude, going to fucking Spain. So enjoy that time, Saba, bro. And he's a funny kid, man. He's a good kid, dude. Mr. D, good show, guys. Appreciate it, man. We appreciate you showing up, Mr. D, putting in some good comments, some good input, man. Best Wrestling Podcast. I go by CJ, by the way. Thanks, Cody and Johnny. Let's win some money. Thank you, CJ. For you was here the whole show. Came last week. Like I said, everybody here too. Go check out Best of Wrestling's podcast, man. He does really good interviews with wrestlers, all kinds of professional wrestlers, all kinds of stuff. Really good content. Check him out for sure. Fisherman, thanks for the show. MMA Fight Club Invicta starts right now. Hey, Beauty, are you getting ready to work?
It's free, I guess. Let's check it out.
Sure, baby. You want to say hi to everybody? This little baby Avery. Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Say hi, John. Say
Hi.
Say Johnny and Blood Money Bets are gonna win money this weekend. Say good luck, everybody.
Do you like Jordan Leavitt this week?
Avery? Who's gonna win, Jordan Leavitt or Patty Pimblett? Jordan Leavitt. I'm telling you. And she's been watching all the UFCs with me, so she knows that.
Let's go.
All right, man. We appreciate everybody showing up. Like I said, you guys are awesome. We'll see you guys on next Wednesday, and then we'll be live before the UFC pay-per-view.
Take care, guys.
Happy you.
See you guys. Everybody have a great night, man.
Have a good night.